Hello, everybody, and welcome to Wednesday's live tarot. I hope that everybody is doing fantastically today. I hope you had a good day. Hello, my beautiful Amy, sweetie. It is nice to see you. I'm always asking you to post your questions, but hold on. I'm thinking that maybe you already even wrote them, so I'm going to go and see. Hello to Lilith. Hello to Watson. Hello to User Hasn't Been Found Dead. Nice to see you. My dear Amy, I'm just going to see if you did post them, and you did. Ooh la la. Okay, hopefully I'll be right in time. I'm going to start off with Eki, moving on forward to Amy right after. So, notes, blunt deck to begin with. Absolutely. And then we'll just move on down and go see what other beautiful messages we got for you. And here we go. So, love notes, and voila. I'm at a crossroads. I'm trying to choose which path it is that I should truly kind of take. I am sorry for lying to you. I do want you to know that I do truly want to date you. I have seen the future with you, and I really do want you by my side. I'm sorry for many things that I have said to you. Others were trying to tell me what I should do. I want you to know that you are in my dreams. Eki is going to be at like 1 minute, guys, by the way, just in case. I know it did not give a timestamp. Let's continue with deck number 2, Whispers of Love. Here we go. My ego is actually taking over at this moment. The distance, I believe, is going to bring us closer into the long run. I'm just not quite ready for commitment right now. Give me a little bit more time. And I don't believe that we're over yet. Absolutely not. We just have some unfinished business between us. At this moment, I am guarding my feelings and I'm guarding my emotions. Let's switch on over to deck number 3. Let me just put this one away. And let's take another one out. Here we go. Hold on. And here we go. I believe that we are destined to be together. I need to make a decision right now. I don't want anybody else into my life. I feel as though we will reunite soon. I'm not quite sure how it is that you are going to react, but I want you to know that I truly am really quite sorry. And moving on forward to deck number 3. Yeah, so let's give it this one. You will give me, well, will you give me a second chance? I can't quite commit to you at this moment. I'm scared that you'll reject me. But a lot has changed, and I feel as though you're my forever love. I know that we are soulmates. Let's go to deck number 4 and let's go see. Deck number 4, I'm actually going to be using over here a deck we have not used until a little while. I'm going to come and use over here our soulmates in separation because they're so traditional, they're so lovely, they're so beautiful. Let's go for it. Shame on me, I put others before you, and soon after I realized that they were of absolute no value to me. Also, I wish I could have loved you the way that you absolutely deserve to be loved. Life has not been too nice to me, and I took that out on you. I kick myself for sabotaging this relationship. I have never ever truly moved on, although sometimes it might actually appear as though I have. And let's go and pick out one last deck. Let me put this one back over here. And let me get to this one. Starting off strongly. I love you. I feel as though our love will conquer everything. I was born to be with you. I promise you some type of communication. And I need you to please forgive me. Eki, sending you so much beautiful love, sweetie. Oh, hello, TP. Nice to see you, my lovely. Did detail Andrew about meeting you on the way to work today? Ooh la la. Okay, I'm going to check that out right after our beautiful friend Amy. Okay, so I'll be with you really, really quite shortly. Hello to our beautiful Tracy. It is nice to see you and welcome to the channel tonight, my lovely. I will definitely be doing your general reading in just a few moments. All right, so let's go for it and let's go see. You sent in, yes, I got that, sweetie. Have not had time to read it yet, but I think you're at cheerleading or something, right, Maria? Hello, my dear Sean. How are you doing? You say you're going to get a haircut tomorrow morning. It's going to be Friday and you're going to get a modern flat top haircut. I don't know what that is. I gave my dog a haircut today because he looked like a mop. Seriously. I have a Cocker Spaniel and his hair was like, I couldn't see his eyes anymore. Like the whole thing. So now he actually looks like a Dalmatian because he's got like 3 different colors, but underneath all of that, he's like a Dalmatian, completely polka dot. I got like a baby Dalmatian now. That being said, let me go and see over here for our dear friend Amy, and then I'm going to go and see TP. Cancer's energy, let's go for it. Hello, my beautiful Tiffany. Thank you for joining, and thank you for your beautiful donation, my sweetie. All right, my beautiful, let's go for it. Laura. Okay, so I'm going to move on forward now over here to Amy. Amy with Cancer's energy. What do we have for Cancer's energy? 10 of Wands, followed on out by 3 of Cups. Also getting our King of Cups and our Fool. All right, sweetie, his energy at this moment is it's about wanting to recuperate. It's about wanting to make things better. It's not about picking everything up and wanting to throw it out the window. It's about wanting to fix things. Wondering, should I jump on in? Should I not? Should I move on forward or shall I not move on forward altogether? A lot of feelings, a lot of emotions, yet our king is still into the reverse position. So we have thoughts, we have desires, we have wants, but we don't have any actions coming on out through yet. So we've actually got some progress from what we've had into the following days, or I'm going to say even into the following week or so, my beautiful Amy. It's the first time I actually see somewhat of an actual opening where we're thinking about contacting, we're thinking about doing something. Now, is that good for you or not? That's going to be depending upon what it is that you want, and if some point he's able to change his mind and make some type of compromise. Let's go and see Cancer's energy with Amy. Cancer's energy with Amy, 7 of Cups, King of Cups. Sweetie, the Lovers, it's all about decisions, decisions, decisions. And again, I'm going to say decisions. Not that I want to be repetitive, but it is what it is. At this moment, we're not necessarily seeing our way out. We don't know exactly how it is that we're going to be doing it. Again, our Knight, kind of like our King of Cups, always in reverse. But we know that there's possibilities. We know that decisions must be made because at this very moment, we're absolutely unhappy. So I'm going to say the energy is heavy. We're unhappy without you into our life. We're not happy about the situation whatsoever. We kind of feel like something needs to change. But again, like I saw into the main energy, we don't know how to do it. And we don't know when we're going to be doing it neither. Now, what does he actually want to tell you? What does he want to tell you? Let's go on CTP. You're up next, sweetie, followed out by Tracy. So what does he want to tell you? He wants to tell you that he's kind of feeling like an imposter. He's kind of feeling like he's into somebody else's body, like everything that is happening is completely unreal, completely off altogether. We're wanting to have somewhat of a partnership. We're wanting, because we know we've got that mutual attraction. He wants you to know that, yes, he is still there. He's staying onto his side and he's keeping secrets from you. Y'all ask me, what secrets is he keeping, my dear gosh? And I'll tell you, he's not really hiding all that many secrets. He's just hiding from you the fact that he's not reaching on out because he does miss you and he does care for you. So he is still lingering upon. He has still not let go of you, even though it appears as though he has. So what he's truly trying to tell you is that he's wearing somewhat of a mask at this moment. And his thoughts at bedtime. Let's go see. I do have to say, my beautiful Amy, I thank you for all those pointy fingers. they really helped me to find you. There was a lot of pointy fingers. If I look really quickly, it almost doesn't look like the index finger, though. It almost looks really bad. Let me continue. So what do I have over here before we go to bed? Before we go to bed, we are a little bit haunted by our thoughts of having a lack of a long-term vision. We don't know what's going to happen into the future. We don't know how to look towards it, and we just don't really know what to do altogether. So we're a little bit lost within all of this. We know that we're all like interconnected. He's connected to you, you're connected to him, and, you know, everybody who is around between, you know, your son and everything, the such, you're all somewhat connected into a certain energy that is there. We just don't know how to make it better. At this moment, as he's going to bed, I'm going to say lack of long-term vision and having a lot of regret for what he's done for you. My beautiful Amy, I'm going to say onto this 15th of February. This is like one of the most positive type of readings that I have done for you since anything has happened about 2-3 weeks ago, sweet one. My beautiful TP, did Dee tell Andrew about meeting you on the way to work today? Yes or no? Let's check it on out with the deck, and I'll check it on out with the, also with the pendulum, okay? So did Dee tell Andrew about meeting you on the way to work today? Yes or no? For TP, it is nice to see you, sweetie. So did Dee tell Andrew? Let's go find out. Is that a yes or is that a no? Okay, my sweetie. Resistance, unhappiness over here. A lot of abundance, love relationship. I'm actually going to have to say we did have some doubts. We were a little bit unsure about what it is that we were going to do and what we were going to say. We did have a lot of hesitation, but we did actually say, so I'll say yes. And let me go and validate with our pendulum. So we want to know over here for TP, please, Spirit. Please, Spirit, enlighten us and tell TP. Did Dee tell Andrew about meeting TP on the way to work today? And that is back and forth. It is going towards the yes. So it is a yes, my sweetie. TP, sending you so much love. I'm going to move on forward. I'm going to go and see Tracy, and I'm going to go and see what's going on after at the same time. What is going on? Hold on. With Maria, and here we go. I'm then going to go and see what's going on into our PayPal. All right, so a general reading. Just hold on one moment. Here we go over here. Let me log back in. Just one moment, my beautiful souls. I'm going to go and see what's going through in PayPal. Okay, and voila, and I'm going to be moving on forward to you, my beautiful. Just one moment. I have to answer a million type of questions, and voila. All right, so voila. Okay. Just waiting to come on in over here. So into PayPal over here, I have Amy and I have Maria who is there. So, all right. So I'm going to be with Tracy. I'm going to go on see Tiffany, followed up by Maria, who is going to be up next. So Tracy, let's go for the general reading, my sweetie. All right, here we go. Regret. What is happening over here? I am getting somewhat of some abundance, but I'm getting some regret. I'm getting somebody who is a little bit maybe manipulating you over here. You're wanting something to happen. You're looking towards a future. Whatever seems to be happening actually seems to be really, really quite good. Other than the fact that somebody seems to be a little bit manipulating you. Somebody seems to be doing a little bit what it is that they want, and I don't feel like you're necessarily happy about that. So I'm going to say, sweetie, I feel as though in love, you're feeling either a little bit abandoned, maybe a little bit in love. There's a little bit of sadness. There's something that seems to be going on over there, my sweet one, in love. Okay, so I'm going to say that as for the love for the moment. All right, and let me just go see over here. Hello, Carrie. Nice to see you. All right, I'm just going to scroll on down all together. Here we go. Yeah, it's kind of interesting, isn't it, Amy? I know, sweetie. So there's no doubt about it over here. I'm going to have to say somebody, or anyways, somebody's either feeling some regret, but you're feeling disappointed. Something is a little bit off over here. And yes, you do, right? Somebody seems to be manipulating you into something over here, sweetie, and I just feel as though it is unfulfilled potential altogether. Whoever this is who is around you, they've got scattered energy all over the place. I just kind of feel like they're wasting their time. I feel like they're wasting your time. I feel like there's illusions. They're a little bit out of touch, and they're really just bringing on in deception towards you. So I'm going to say love-wise, you're a little bit, you're very disappointed. Things aren't going the way that you want, and I don't quite see as though things will be going that way. What I can say for you is, though, that yourself personally, I need you to find a certain independence. I need you to go out and do something that's going to do something good for you, some type of leisurely activity. May it be fun, may it be going out with friends, may it be going to see family, may it be a new class that you're taking. I need you to take care of yourself. I need you to bring abundance into your life without having this manipulated person over here coming into your life. Because that's where you're going to get a lot of success. It's where you're going to get a lot of achievement. Now, I know that you're moving on forward into your life altogether, and you're moving. You've got a movement forward. You're getting control of your life. You're moving. I see that you are determined. Now, at the same time, as much as you're determined, whoever this is who's over here, they're not over you, and they're going to continue to bother you. They're going to continue to kind of come on in, go out, come on in, go out. But their energy is so scattered all over the place. I don't want to tell you that you should hold on to this person, because really they are quite toxic. Altogether, I'm going to have to say over here, you are going to be making a decision, whatever decision it is. You're going to be moving on forward. I feel like you're walking away from this person, whatever is happening over here. It's going to be a somewhat of a big milestone for you, but it's going to give you a lot of confidence. And it's really just going to give you that new step. It's going to allow you to have somebody new come on into your cycle. It's going to allow you to find peace, happiness, new beginnings all together. So I know that it seems really quite sad and that you're not happy with this situation, but things are going to get so much better. Just give it like maybe 4 to 6 weeks. I feel like you're really, back on track. Financially speaking, I'm going to say that things are somewhat stagnant. I don't really see much of any changes. Let me take out some more cards and go and see that. Tiffany, you're up next, my lovely, followed out by Maria. So here we go. I am getting our Six of Swords, also getting our Tower. All right. Sweetie, I'm going to say, as for work, you've got options. You've got things. You're not necessarily looking at them. I'm going to say stagnation. You're comfortable where you are, or anyways, nothing seems to be happening. There's no conflicts. There's nothing bad. It is what it is. Within the following 7 months, though, you can definitely be looking towards some type of a progress, maybe some type of a raise or a higher position altogether. I don't feel as though you're leaving your current job, though. And that is what I have for you, my beautiful Tracy. If you have any other questions, something I have not touched upon that you're kind of wondering about, please do let me know, sweetie. All right, I'm going to move on forward to our beautiful Tiffany over here. And Tracy, I'm going to give you a really big hug, sweet one. So, do I see if there's anybody currently interested in you and you're single? Let's go find it. I'm just going to do a refresh. It is my pleasure, my beautiful Tracy, and I'm sending you so much love, sweetie. I want you to know that nothing but good things are going to be coming your way, okay? All right, so for Tiffany, what do we have? Anybody new coming on in? Faith, good luck. I have somebody coming on in, about somebody who is a little bit dishonest. I don't like it all that much. So I'm going to say you do have somebody who's coming on in within the following. Well, somebody is interested in you in this moment. I don't necessarily, like, they're interested in you, but they don't know you. I feel as though they physically find you attractive. Now, I feel as though it is somebody that is in regards to somewhere that you work. It could be into the office that you're working in. It could be somewhere around your office. It's somebody who sees you every once in a while and they're interested in you. Are they necessarily going to make a move? Don't necessarily see them making a move, but I kind of feel like it's a good thing because from what I can see over here, they're not necessarily going to want a commitment, and they really are quite a little bit dishonest altogether. So I'm going to say to be careful for this person. They seem to have brown hair, maybe about 5'8", 5'9". I'm going to say perhaps of a Cancer sign. So just watch out for that person into the following 4 to 6 weeks. Other than that, let me take out some more cards and see a little bit further off if I see anybody else, popping on in for you. All right, here we go. Beautiful. End of April, beginning of May, somebody is coming in for you. We're speaking somebody who is most likely of the sign of Scorpio over here. It's going to be fast move. Like, it's going to be happening really, really quickly. You're going to have a lot of change, a lot of action. Everything is really just going to align itself. I'm even going to have to say with this person, from here to the end of the year, you're going to end up doing some type of travel with them. No doubt about it. I'm not going to say you're going all that far, but you're definitely going to be having a travel with them. So Scorpio for you, my beautiful Tiffany, end of April, beginning of May. They're going to be looking at multiple opportunities. They're going to have a lot of wishful thinking. They're going to be looking towards the future. So this is somebody who is not toxic, somebody who is good, somebody who is looking for something that is good with you. A little bit unsure about where it is you're going to be meeting this person. But I just see a lot of hope. I see a lot of beauty. So my sweetie, I'm going to say whoever's around you at this moment and interested in you, not all that good. Wait, another couple of weeks, you will find somebody over here. As I said, a Scorpio. They still seem to have darker colored hair. Still fairly tall also. And they're going to be making their first move towards you. And they're going to be much more solid. So I'm going to say, let's keep this manifestation. Let's hope all of this happens within this beautiful energy, because love is going to be entering into your life. You just need to wait a little bit. And I said, be careful for that red flag. Listen to your intuition at all times. If you're just wanting to have fun, the person popping on up into a few weeks, if they do show themselves, well, they could be interesting. But if you're looking for anything serious, they're not going to be good for you. My beautiful Tiffany, if there is absolutely anything else that I can do for you, anything that you're wondering about, let me know into the chat area and I will answer you, sweet one. Let's go and see. Tiffany, you say, you know who the first one is? He is a Leo, but he has Cancer in his chart, right? And I think he's tall, someone newish too. Okay, so just be a little bit careful. It is my great pleasure, my beautiful Tiffany. Sending you so much love, sweet one. Let me go and see our beautiful Maria. Now, I'm going to go and check out into the email also, though I'm not quite sure you sent me an email. Okay, and here we go. So, oh, you sent an email. You did. Okay. Let me go into the email. All right. Oh, it is such a short one, which is perfect because I did not have time to read it before. Okay, you're out of school having a cheer game, so you were off in your afternoon program today. Did Roberto think of you, miss you? Oh, that's why. That's true. You were not there today, right? All right, let me go see. Is Maria still somewhere around? Hello, my beautiful Brie. Nice to see you, lovely. Thank you, sweetie. Amy, if you want to post your questions, please do go for it. Post away. You're going to be right after Maria, and then I'm going to go and see our dear friend Brie. All right, I got you, sweetie. All right, so let's go and see what we've got. So you were at your school having a cheer game, so you were not into your afternoon program today. You would like to know, did Roberto think of you today? He did think of you, he did. And into a certain way, I'm going to actually say that he was a little bit surprised not seeing you. I think he kind of forgot of the fact that you were not going to be there today, that he was not going to be able to see you. So I'm going to say he was actually a little bit disappointed, especially happening right after, Valentine's Day. Kind of feel like he's got all different kind of thoughts, wondering what you are up to. So I will definitely say that we were thinking of you and we did miss you, no doubt about it. We were actually wondering where you were because I feel as though we completely forgot that you said you were not going to be there. Did he wonder about you? Yeah, he did forget about today. He did. Let me go see what he was thinking about today. Other than he was wondering about you and wondering where you were, because yes, he was missing you. He had no idea where you were. He's actually kind of wondering what you were up to last night, if you did anything that, could have maybe disrupted his plans, and this is why maybe you're a little bit too tired today. Maybe you weren't able to come on in, or maybe you had some type of gallant rendezvous. I don't know. He's thinking all different kind of things into his mind, but that's because he's a little bit into the illusions. He's a little bit into the fear. And that's what happens when you get stuck into that, right? You get stuck into the fear. Your mind just starts going a little bit like a hamster. You get all different kind of ideas. You don't know where to go. You don't know where to turn. And you just become completely afraid. So I will say over here, what was he thinking about? He was thinking about you. He was thinking about how beautiful you are. He was thinking about how you seem to be so self-sufficient. You seem to be so sophisticated, and you seem to be just taking it. You seem to be taking it easy. You seem to really just have matured altogether, and he absolutely loves the freedom that you guys have at this moment, and he's actually feeling really quite fulfilled, even though you guys are not necessarily together at this moment. I'm going to say he seems to be really quite happy about the changes that have been going on. Let me go see if there's anybody else around. And if you're still on schedule. So anybody else around? Anybody else around with our Seven of Swords reverse position, which is good because if it was in the upward position, it would be scary. No, we're still working over here into our strength, still working over here upon feeling and hoping that we're not going to be judged whenever we do talk to you. So I will say to you, anybody else around? No, still on schedule. Well, so far so good, sweetie. Hopefully it's going to continue that way into the following days. Now tomorrow, are you guys going to be able to talk? Will you guys talk tomorrow? Let's go find out. Let me go over here and voila. Thank you for posting, Amy. Sean, you say you believe in trimming like a lady. Yes, right. Opening car doors and pull the seat out for them like you did. Yes, I agree, Sean. That is so sweet. It is something that is completely forgotten, though, now. It doesn't happen all that often. It doesn't. My 10-year-old son will do that for me. He will. My little boy, too. David, though, no. I can open my own doors, what he thinks. Okay, let me go and see over here what I have. But I think it's a beautiful quality. I love that. I do. Charuri is. It is. So beautiful. Are you guys going to be talking tomorrow? You will be talking, but not excessively. Not something very big. And when I say not talking all that much, it could just be like a brief hello, how are you doing, and something of the such. I don't see a long conversation. I hope that things change. From what I can actually see at this moment is that you guys are going to be really, really busy, and it's just not going to be completely possible. So yes, I'm definitely going to have to say over here, it's going to be yes, but briefly. Hopefully we'll be able to make a little bit more time to talk to each other. Let me give you a couple messages from him before we do finish up. I know, right, Juanson? My little guys are so darn sweet, and my old one is is not. All right, let's continue on. Let's just go over here. So Amy is up next, followed out by our beautiful Bree. As usual, we will leave our beautiful Bree a timestamp. All right, I need a little bit more time to figure things out. I know, men need to go to Juanson's school. And Sean, definitely. Sean is a gentleman. He's such a sweetie pie. All right, into the past, I simply could not let you get closer to me. I want you to know that you're so very special to me, even though I'm not necessarily saying it at this moment. And I hope that the flames of our love simply last for eternity. And you are never very far from my mind. Sending you so much love, my beautiful. All right, hold on just one moment over here. Just going to do this over here one moment. Okay, just 1 second. All right. Alrighty. Here you go. Lilith, I just sent you something, my beautiful. And Amy, here we go. How did you do in your game today? Oh, definitely. It must be trained. Must be trained. But I feel as though Sean is able to do it really, really quite well. Okay, I'm actually going to have to say I'm getting this side a lot of clarity. I'm getting completion. I'm getting some success. And I'm getting some moving on forward. So I'm going to say whatever happened to the end to your game, sweetie, you did absolutely perfectly. Let's go for Amy. So, what regret is coming to his mind? Very nice question. What is he regretting altogether? Thank you, my beautiful Lilith, sweetie. All right. So, what regrets, my beautiful Amy? I feel as though he's feeling absolutely overwhelmed. He has regrets for, I'm going to say, saying the things that he has said. I'm going to say sending out that message that he sent you. And I just feel as though altogether, he's not sorry though. I know that you're going to be wondering, is he sorry about the whole situation with that other lady? He's not sorry about that. That's not what he's sorry about. But he's sorry for hurting you. He's sorry for the type of message that he did send out to you. And he's sorry, generally speaking, into the relationship that you guys have had, because he doesn't believe that he always treats you as well as you should be. So he is sorry about a lot of things. I would love him to be sorry for the whole other lady thing also, but that he's not. But for pretty much everything else and hurting you and saying things that were maybe awful, maybe not that good, sometimes maybe not really the right way of saying them, that he is feeling sorry about. Maria, sending you so much love, sweetie. I'll say like Lilith, you do usually come on back for a second round, but if I don't see you, I'll say sweet dreams, my lovely. Do the last questions next to last. Do the last question next to the last in case he makes you mad. Oh, okay. Okay, wait. Let me go and continue over here and see what you're talking about. Yeah, okay. Is he afraid of losing you, you say? Is he afraid of losing you? He does have some anxieties. He does. He wants to be able to keep them open, but he is afraid. He's got a lot of frustrations. He's got a lot of sadness. He's got a lot of anxieties. Wondering if somebody else is going to take you away from him, and wondering what you're ultimately going to do, because he's a little bit unsure. He is truly wondering at this moment if you're going to want to stick around with him or not. He doesn't really know. So he's a little bit worried about that at this moment. So is he ultimately afraid of losing you? I'll say yes. He's afraid of losing you, and he's afraid that somebody else might steal you away from him. More on his thoughts today with Amy. He knows he's deceived you, sweetie. He knows that he has betrayed you. He knows that he's given you an awful lot of burdens. But he also wants you to know at this moment that onto his thoughts, he's got a lot of passion towards you. He's feeling as though he has let you down. He's feeling as though he has blocked you, but he should not have. He feels as though he has lost love. He's feeling a little bit empty, and I'm going to say disappointed. He's actually feeling, and this is not something I say very often, it might actually be the very first time I say this about Cancer, but he's actually feeling as though he is being selfish, which is something, my dear gosh, I never say about Cancer. Is he thinking about seeing other people? May not be a good idea. I know. That's the one you were talking about, frustration, right? On that, I'm going to take out some cards and I'm going to go and see. But I have some doubts about that, sweetie. I know that he doesn't want to lose you, and I know that he loves you, and he's afraid of losing you. But into the first, and I'm saying that because of the first cards we pulled out, when I said he's feeling sorry about everything except the fact that he did see somebody else or try to see somebody else. So we'll see what the cards have to say. So is he thinking about seeing other people? Could maybe not be all that good of an idea. Are we going to want to return upon that? We know that it's ultimately not fair. We know that it's not fair towards you. First card coming on out, Justice. It is not fair, but we're not necessarily willing to, change that for the moment. And again, he's going to tell you, it's not that he is going to say, I want to meet other people and I want to see you and other people at the same time. It's just that he wants to have his options open, that if ever one day he's out to a bar and he sees somebody who's interesting and he wants to hook up, he wants to be able to do it without having to call you up and to ask you or to feel as though he needs to hide it from you. This is what I'm seeing. It's not necessarily that he wants to, but he wants to at least keep his options open. So has he changed his mind upon that? He knows that it's unfair, but I'm going to say no, he has not changed his mind upon that. My beautiful Brie, it is your turn, sweet one. I know. She is. She's the Terminator, right? I'll be back. Yeah, I like the way you say it. My beautiful Brie is going to be at 38 minutes and 30 seconds. Is he going to do it behind your back? I'll say yes. He's not necessarily going to tell you, but the way that he wants things to be happening, my beautiful Amy, is that he wants you to know, to begin with, that there is a possibility that he might see other people. So he's kind of doing it behind your back, but not really, because I feel as though he's openly going to be telling you that he's not 100% committing himself to you, which would mean that, yes, he could be seeing other people. Maybe the arrangement that you could have would be, well, okay, all right, if you don't plan on seeing many people all the time, okay, but please let me know out of respect whenever you do see somebody, and so that you can make sure, I don't know, that he's getting tested and he doesn't bring you any type of, diseases or sicknesses or anything of the such. It could be a little bit of a way of bringing it upon. What will happen if you do what, my sweetie? If you tell him that it is just you and only you, he's not going to stick around. He needs to have something that is open. He's not ready for that at this moment. Maybe he'll be ready for it, my beautiful Amy, within a year or two, maybe. But at this moment, it's a no. My beautiful Brie, we're going to put a timestamp at 40 minutes now. Who are your romantic options this year? Who will you choose? Is it long term? What will the first 6 months of your relationship be like? Let's go find it out right away. All right, lovely. I'm going to move on forward for that with this one. Oh, see other people yourself. I don't see it's a problem. You can tell him. You know what? If you see other people, I'm allowed to see other people too. And I think it's okay. I don't see that he would find it a problem. So for our beautiful Brie, let's go and see what romantic options are opening themselves up for you. And that's it, right? I know. We knew you'd be back. I mean, yes, Lilith found the perfect name for you, the Terminator. Oh yeah, I'm going to go and see Brie, and I'm going to come and see you right after, my sweetie. So hold on over here just one moment. I'm just going to do this like that. And voila, I'm going to go back to Brie. You should too. You should too, Amy. It goes both ways. I know, the Terminator is back. I love the way you say that. Okay, so for our beautiful friend over here, Brie, what are going to be your romantic options for you this week? I've got not this week, but this year. I do have a lovely lady who seems to be coming on in over here. Well, hello, my beautiful Maisha. How are you doing, sweet one? And happy Valentine's Day late. Oh no, oh no, 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 no. What happened, Maisha, sweetie? Okay, I'll be with you in just a moment. I'm going to answer Brie, and I'll be with you in just a moment, sweetie. I don't know what happened there, but I am sorry. Brie, a lovely lady is coming on in for you, sweet one. She seems to have, actually, she kind of a little bit, hello, my beautiful Tiffany. Happy Valentine's Day, a little bit late to you too, sweetie. And I say it because we love you guys. Brie, she kind of looks, and I'm going to say she's got, it's a she. She has darker colored hair. She has darker colored skin also, sweetie. So I'm going to say she's like a milky chocolate. Anyway, she's beautiful. She's beautiful. She is going to be wearing earrings. I see gold earrings. I also see red. I see brown neutral colors into her favorite colors. I honestly, my beautiful Brie, I want to tell you that I see other people, but I only really see this person. So I'm going to say that whenever you do meet this one, she's coming on in somewhere around, I'm going to say end of April, beginning of May, sweetie. She's popping on in. And she's strong. She's beautiful, sweetie. You're not going to be interested into anybody else. This is going to be a beginning of a love where you're going to be moving on forward. I'm not saying that you guys are going to get married and you're going to be together forever. I don't see it at this moment. But I know that it's going to be strong. It's going to be passionate. As I said, favorite colors, neutral colors. I'm also getting some red over here. This person is very, very creative altogether, very open, very lovely. Somebody who does like to wear a little bit of some heels, not too high, just a little bit. Somebody who is very feminine, but also has a nice, strong, like masculine side to her also. Somebody who loves animals, I'm going to have to say, and somebody who loves to defend. They love to defend what they care about, who they care about, maybe their values, maybe what they stand for. I mean, this girl doesn't take no crap from anybody. So she stands her ground, sweetie, and she's the only one that I'm seeing coming on in. So and it's a good thing that I don't see many options for you. I see one of them, but she seems to be a really good one that you're going to be with. So I'm going to say you're going to choose her. It's going to be long term. I'm going to say at least from what I can see here till the end of the year. So it's going to be a definite yes onto the long term. The first 6 months of your relationship, this person is absolutely just passionate, my sweetie. They are strong. They are passionate. They like nature. They like to go out, may it be into the woods, may it be for a walk, may it be, they like to be out, they like to be in nature. As I said, they love animals. Somebody who is very, very creative. You're most likely going to be doing some creative things with them. For some reason over here, I'm seeing some type of a painting. So I don't know. I'm going to say that they do paint, and you're going to be doing something with it. Something is going to be really, really exciting, but together it's like a big tableau or something. I see a lot of happiness. I see a beautiful friendship that is really onto the basis of this relationship. And I just feel as though there are new feelings that both of you guys have never really felt before. And you're just following your love, your intuition, your beautiful emotions. And it's just going to open up beautiful doors for you guys. So I'm going to say there doesn't really seem to be any inhibitions. We don't feel like we're not comfortable. We don't feel like there's judgment. We don't feel like there's anything with non-commitment. We're just together. We're enjoying ourselves. We're looking towards what is coming, kind of going with the flow. And it just seems to be nice, natural, and beautiful, sweetie. So I'm going to say congratulations, my beautiful Brie. Let's hope everything happens on out as it should, because this is just absolutely gorgeous. I wish it upon everybody. You deserve it, Brie. I'm going to go and see over here, Maisha, and then I'm going to go and get your questions, my beautiful, into PayPal, my Terminator. Maisha, what happened? Does Moya regret verbally attacking you for turning down his crooked... He gave you a crooked love offer, sweetie? What happened? Oh my God, you were his queen. He was your king, sweetie. What the heck happened? Okay. Maisha, followed up by Maria and Tiffany. Maisha, I am absolutely, completely floored, is what I have to say. I'm going to go and see. I know that he loves you. I know he's got the strongest passion for you. I know that he believes, and so do you, that you guys are meant to be together onto a soul level. But what made him turn into this kind of way? It is absolutely shocking. You say he wanted to force you into a sexual relationship with his partner, even though, okay, also is forcing his partner to deal with you in a long term because you can bring them money. Okay. Even though, okay. And the wife was threatened by you. And when she realized that you didn't want anything sexual, then she blocked you, right? Okay. Yeah, no. I remember seeing from into the last reading, my beautiful Maisha, that she was afraid of you. That she was afraid, she was threatened by you altogether. That was an absolute clarity. She was kind of going into this, but because a little bit what Moja was saying, I feel as though she was open towards it, but she was scared of you. Now I understand why she was actually scared of you. Now, so he was, yes, okay. His emotions, everything stay the same. He still believes that he's meant to be with you. He still believes that soulmate connection, but he's got like some twisted kind of thing where he's trying to force you into something, into some of his sexual fantasies that is just not your thing, that is not good for you. So, okay. Yeah, I get the whole wife thing. We saw that into the last reading. What we did not actually check on out, you know how it is. If you don't necessarily directly act it and ask it on out the cards, you might not necessarily see it. So I don't feel like we were looking for that. Releasing fear over here. Moving on. Unfulfilled from the current situation altogether. Is there a possibility that he is also going to be moving away from this? Is that a possibility other than the fact that she has actually blocked you? Is there a possibility that he has blocked you or that he is going to be blocking you soon? I know you are. No, that there's no doubt about it. You guys are soulmates, but it is really, really something completely. Yeah, he's combative, isn't he? Controlling, superior personality, very verbally abusive, which is absolutely hellish towards you, sweetie. Which is why he was not really letting go of you, because he did know that you guys were meant to be together, that you did have that soulmate connection. Yet he was forcing upon you something that you simply did not want to do, which is all about the choices. He truly did believe, though, into some kind of way. I do have to say, into his crazy kind of a way, he thought that you might be open towards it. He did. You hung up and you blocked him, right? Good for you, sweetie. Block him on every single app or anywhere that you can actually block him. Please go for it. Now, I'm not going to take away from the fact that I know that he loves you. I know that he cares for you. But he is kind of twisted altogether. So does he regret verbally attacking you for turning down his crooked love offer? He does regret it into the way that he would like to have new beginnings. He would like you to give him a second chance. Yeah. He wants you to give him a second chance within this. And I say, don't, like you did. You blocked him. Good for you. This is horrible. This is just not acceptable whatsoever. So he would like you to give him a new beginning, a second chance altogether. He doesn't want you to be moving on forward because into his mind, you guys are unfulfilled. You're soulmates and you're unfulfilled. You have not necessarily worked through the current situation altogether. At this moment, he's feeling absolutely abandoned. And he's kind of feeling as though he's walking a little bit into the unknown. Onto your side, you're letting go. You've been searching for the truth. You got the truth and you're running away. Good for you. That being said, the wife, a little bit afraid about the whole thing, but she's always been a little bit afraid about the whole thing. But she was open to compromise. She was open to change some things. Now, why was she open to change some things? And why was she actually open to this type of relationship, although we knew that she was not completely open to it because they had different type of relationships like this into the past? I'm going to say this was a different type of a connection. It was completely different. It was not just about having a threesome. It was not just about meeting on up and having sex every once in a while. This was actually about having a couple. It was really about having that type of relationship over here. She was not open to that because she was ultimately afraid that he was going to be choosing you over her. I'm going to say into your first question over here, does he feel bad? The only reason why I feel as though he feels bad is because he has somewhat lost you for the moment. Does he believe that he has lost you forever? No, he doesn't believe that he has lost you forever. He does still believe that at some point he's going to be able to get a hold of you. He's going to be able to talk to you through some type of social media. He will try to find you, sweetie. So try to block him wherever it is possible. Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, whatever it is that you use. Before you came into the picture, right? Yeah, their relationship was somewhat falling, and into his mind, he was saying, why don't we just kind of spice this up? Why don't we just make it a little bit better, right? And this was the whole idea behind the whole thing. Let's not make it monotonous. Let's just make it a little bit more fun. And so you coming into the picture was adding more spice, was adding more fun, was adding more passion to the whole thing. Now, what was never told is that you actually had to go and have sex with a wife, which is not something that you wanted. No, she never wanted another girl. She's not interested into that whatsoever. He wants other women. This was a whole new thing. And I'm going to tell you over here, my beautiful Maisha, that he didn't even, she was being forced into this. It's not something that he has done into the past. It is not into the past. He has slept with other women and he has slept with her. And they've got all different kind of things going on, but she has never actually slept with another woman. She's not interested into women. Absolutely not. Why is Moya triggered by you? Honestly, he was being forceful. He was being somewhat of a bully. He was being somewhat vicious. He was being a little bit unfocused. I'm going to have to say to you all together what has actually been going on over here. Why was he triggered by you? And what secrets does he actually hide from you? He was triggered by you because he was not able to control you. And he was able to control everybody else into his life forever. So the fact that you actually appeared into his life, and it had been quite some time that he had been trying to come into your life, and that it worked on out, he just saw it as a sign, sweetie, that you guys are meant to be together and this is going to be happening. Now, if he had not pushed upon this, it would have happened and it would have been absolutely perfect. When we were looking at the emotions and we were looking at everything that was good and everything that was beautiful, yes, my dear God, I'm still going to say, Maisha, he loves you. He cares for you. He does, but he just does it into a very kind of sick and twisted way. And he really thinks that you are coming back. He does. Well, wait, my beautiful Maisha. He thinks that he's going to be able to make you come on back, which is different. He doesn't believe that you're going to unblock him and you're going to naturally go and see him. He believes that he is able to reach on out towards you onto some type of social media and he's able to lure you back in. That's the difference that I'm seeing over here. So he actually feels bad for being forceful, for being kind of rash within everything that he has said, because his emotions came on way too strong, because he's way too passionate about you, and he became really impulsive. He became really unfocused. And so the love, the new relationship, all the compassion, all those new emotions and that awakening and that intimacy, that spirituality just kind of left the door when his emotions came on through that very strong. What secrets does he actually hide from you? What secrets does he hide from you? No, my beautiful social media. This is not you, my sweetie. This is, we are with somebody else, my lovely. Okay. My sweetie, what is he hiding from you? He's hiding from you the fact that he is feeling absolutely overburdened, that he is not letting go of you, that he does not see no end in sight, and he is going to continue. He is going to continue with his craftsmanship. He is going to continue to work really, really, really hard to bring you back in, because he believes that he to you is home and that you need to be home. So you need to be with him. Hello, MSL. Nice to see you, sweet one. How are you doing, lovely? And you definitely can. You definitely can. Let me go see how he's going to be feeling when he finally realizes that you're not coming back to that connection. My beautiful Maria, sweetie, you're up next, followed out by our dear friend Tiffany after. So how is he going to be feeling when he actually realizes you're not coming on back? He's going to be looking to fill the void when he realizes that you are truly, truly not coming on back. And he's going to try his very best. He's going to try for a good 2-3 months, sweetie. And if after 2-3 months he realizes that you are truly not coming back, that you are unreachable, then he's going to look to find some other way. He's going to find somebody else. But I'm going to put out a warning for you. And it's a very important warning. I need you to look out for anybody else who could be a little bit suspicious, who could kind of sound like him. I'm seeing over here that he is going to try to reach out towards you through somebody else's name. So maybe he'll be creating some type of fake account and try to contact you from that. Be very careful about that. That is going to happen within the following, I'll say here till 2-3 weeks. Okay? You're making food. What are you making, MSL? Well, hello, perfectionism. Nice to see you, sweetie. Let me go and give you some messages coming from him. Yeah, he is going to stalk you. That's what I'm saying, Maisha. He's going to stalk you for about 2-3 months. And within the following 2-3 weeks, somebody new is going to try to contact you. And it's going to be him. But he's going to be with another name. So please do be careful, okay, sweet one? If you feel like anything is off, you feel like anything kind of resembles of what, what might be coming from him, I say block that person, run from hell. If you don't need them and they're sounding like, don't stay around. Hello, my beautiful water fairy. Nice to see you, sweet one. New York steaks and veggies. I will say bon appetit to that, my sweet one. I have got like the busiest week coming on up, guys. I know half the week is already done, but yeah, starting tomorrow, my life becomes crazy until like next Monday because of my oldest son's birthday. Everything becomes cuckoo. Hello, water fairy, sweetie. Maisha, let me give you some messages coming from him. First of all, what I actually want to go and see is what does he want to say to you before I actually get out to any type of messages, okay? Here we go. So before we get to any messages, I want to actually go with a tarot message. 3 of Pentacles. Look at that. Huh? Believing that we are meant to be together. You and him and somebody else. High Priestess, that's what you are. We're dreaming about you. We have some secrets and we don't want to let them go. Secrets being is that we are not going to be letting go of you because we believe that nonetheless you are our queen, that you make us very, very happy, and that we believe that we're going to be able to have a new beginning together. We're going to be able to be really, really quite prosperous into the future. You too, right, Lilith? Oh, sweetie. Oh, he's crazy, all right. Let's go see how crazy he is, sweetie. Let's take out those message cards for you. Well, and again, I'm going to say, Maisha, I want you to be really, really careful. This love is almost kind of in a crazy way where we have a lot and so many desires that it becomes kind of scary because we are going to be stalking you. The good news is that he's actually living really quite far from you. Therefore, he's not, going to become knocking at your door. But I still don't like it. So here we go. I know that we are soulmates. I have so much that I want to tell you. I got triggered. Will you give me a second chance? I'm feeling a little bit insecure around you at this moment. I think I might have messed things up, but I still do see a future with you. I will try my hardest to show you that I love you. I want you to know that I am going to fix this. I did not mean what I said. I want to finally take control of my life. I'm scared that you won't forgive me and that you won't accept me. I deeply regret saying what I did to you. You need to embody the queen that you are. I feel so stuck without you into my life. It shows you the craziness, doesn't it, sweetie? I know. Exactly. That's exactly what it is. I know he's never going to let you go. Well, he will. He will. No, it's not true, Maisha. He is going to let you go. He's just not going to let you go right away because he still believes that he's got a way to get to you. He still believes that this connection that you guys have is really, really strong, and he's not going to let go of you right away. He will eventually let go of you. I'm going to say within the following 3 to 4 months, he'll let go of you. But during those 3-4 months, he's going to try his hardest and his very best to try to connect you through so many different ways that he can possibly do so. I know, sweetie. Block him all over the place. This just took like the most ugliest turn ever. You know how we say that energies change in like a second? This is it. Greed got upon him. And within this greed of wanting to control everything into his life, wanting to control you, wanting to control the wife, wanting to control who gets to exit or not, and wanting to make things just the way that he wants, he's actually going to end up losing everybody. Well, hello, my beautiful MSL. Thank you so very much, sweetie. Please do so, Maisha. And if you need to reach out to me into the meanwhile, please reach out to me into my email. I'm always there for you, sweetie. I'm sending you so much love, the biggest hug into the world. What I need you to do, my beautiful Maisha, tonight is I need you to go and I need you to connect. I don't know. I'm getting your grandmother, sweetie. Please go and connect with your grandmother if you're able to do so. I feel like she's got loving, comforting messages for you. Go and see your ancestors, sweetie. There's messages and love that is waiting there for you. Maria. MSL, please just don't post your question right away, okay, my sweet one? I'm going to go and see Maria to begin with. I'm going to go and see our beautiful friend over here, Tiffany. I'm going to go see how you're doing, my sweetie, and how your Valentine's Day went. Hopefully, Ekamini was somewhat nice and sweet to you and showed you love, but I did not read your question, so I don't know what he's up to. Let me go and see over here, and voila. Let's go and get my message. Maria, my beautiful, I hope you're not too far, sweet one. Okay, here we go. I have Maria. Oh, I have our beautiful Amy too, sweetie. Okay, give me a few moments, okay, my beautiful Amy. For your other one, you're going to be after our beautiful Tiffany. So here we go. I've got Maria, followed out by Tiffany. All right, please go for it, my beautiful Maisha. You're going to find the messages that you're seeking for tonight. I promise you, sweet one. Sending you so much love, sweetie. Thank you, MSL. You're a sweetie pie. Maria. Where are you, my beautiful? There you go. I've got you. So you would like to know, does he think of you before he goes to sleep? Ooh, you are feeling inspired by our friend Amy. I'm liking. There is nothing better than listening to others and their questions in order to inspire ourselves. Sometimes we just don't think about it, and then poof, the perfect question comes on out, and there you go. So does he think about you before he goes to sleep? So does he think about you before he actually goes to sleep? Again, Tiffany, you are up next. Does he think about you before he goes to sleep? Ten of Wands, Page of Swords. Also getting over here our Five of Wands. Hold on. Followed out by our King of Swords. So does he not? It's a definite yes. He does think about you before he goes to bed at night. He's actually wondering a lot of different things before he goes to bed. I kind of feel as though he does a little bit of a recap of his day. And I feel like it's something he does pretty much every night. He might not consciously say it out loud, but he does. He kind of looks at his day and he kind of figures out what was good, what was not as good, what can be changed, and everything of the such. So I will say, what has he actually, does he think about you before he goes to bed? It's a definite yes, no doubt about it. But I feel as though he actually thinks about how he can be better, how he can be stronger. And I feel as though he tries to better things, but he doesn't always necessarily have the answers to it. I'm actually going to have to say that most likely, even often, when he does go to bed and he has a little bit of a recap of his day, even when you're not necessarily there and you guys don't talk, he does think about how to better his day, how to make things better for the following day, and what he needs to do. He kind of just does like a little bit of a pre-scheduling into his mind. And I can see over here that sometimes he does want to make things better. He does want to try to make that movement towards you. He tries to find different ideas, but he doesn't always utilize them. He's not always able to do so. Sometimes he's just kind of feeling shy, a little bit left out onto the side, and really just not ready to make that move. And at night when he goes to bed, he kind of like reanalyzes it. And it's like he remotivates himself to say, okay, well, tomorrow I'm going to be able to do it though. So I will say yes upon that one. Any dreams he had of you? Let's go see. Any dreams that he has had of you? Let me go back into here so I can follow on up. I know, right? Oh, well, there you go. Same thing. I know, Maria. Honestly, it is where you find all the inspiration. We don't always think about it. It's hot here for Maria. Well, perfection. Maria, you're getting like ice over here. I know you're melting over here thinking about Roberto, right? And perfectionism is actually sending you those ice buckets over here. So I will say to you, my sweetie, I know you're melting over there just thinking about him, but he does the same things. Whenever he actually dreams about you guys, I will say that he does, but it's nothing necessarily all that sexual, which is, it's okay, sweetie. I think it's actually really, really quite good because he's not necessarily obsessing over the whole thing. From what I can see, it actually thinks about a lot of things that you guys are going to be doing. A lot of thoughts, a lot of beauty, a lot of all different kind of things all together. So I will say, I feel as though over here with the star that we're actually dreaming about what goodness is going to be coming our way. What's going to be the next step. So we dream about different dates that we're going to be together. We dream about the times or the lunches or the conversations, really just being together into that union, not necessarily being together having sex, but really into the whole union. So I think it's just sweet as hell. Yeah, kind of like you bringing in that kettle, that cup of coffee. When are you going to be doing that? You get extra blessings when you're cool with the vibes, right? Oh my gosh. I know, Maria. I want to know when you're bringing in that kettle. That's what I want to know. The kettle, the cup of coffee. That's what I want. You can even bring, I don't know, whipped cream. You can put whipped cream on coffee. You can put it elsewhere too. But I don't think he takes whipped cream onto his coffee. I think he might find that odd. So forget about the whipped cream. Just the kettle and the coffee. Let me return back to your reading. So is he still coming forward to ask you out? Let's go see. Well, yes, I did. I'll double check, but I did check into your first reading and it was a yes. But let's go see again. So is he still coming on forward to ask you out? Now, my Queen of Pentacles, he still is, but he's still afraid, sweetie. He is still afraid. So I'm going to say everything is going to be playing on out into the following days. Most likely, I will say between Friday and Sunday or Monday. If nothing changes into his energy, you're good as heck, sweetie. You're good for the gold. But if any changes into that, then it could. So far, so good. I don't want to scare you. So far, so good. But I do have our Eight of Cups, who is showing me that we are a little bit afraid about looking towards the future and about making that move. But so far, we're still everything in plan. So let's continue to send out those high vibes, sweetie. Now, did he ask anyone about you in school? Did he ask anybody about you in school? Page of Swords, Page of Wands. No, he has not, sweetie. He's actually thought about it, but has not talked about anybody about you into school because he's a little bit too afraid about gossip going around. So therefore, I'm going to say no onto that one. But I still can't leave you like that. I still got to leave you a couple notes, right? Because or else it's not okay. My beautiful Tiffany, you are up next, my lovely. Thank you for your donations. Then I'm going to go and see Amy and Miss L. You're still on schedule on Thursday. Yes, I'm still getting the exact same thing, sweetie. So far, so good. Thank you for posting your questions, my beautiful Amy. I am going to be with our beautiful Tiffany first, and then you're the following one, sweet one. Okay, Maria, I said I was going to give you some messages, and I am, because I simply cannot let you go like that. It is what it is, and love is what it is. So let's go for it. Let me give you some messages. I don't leave anybody in love hanging like that. Here we go. I feel stuck without you into my life. Please be patient with me. I am evolving. I am changing. Our connection feels so spiritual, and it feels so divine. Have faith and have trust that what you feel inside, it is true. I want you to love me, for myself, for who I am. And I know that I still need to grow. I need to catch up with you. I want you to know that I do love you. And onto that I say, I absolutely love. Let me go and see over here our beautiful Tiffany at this moment. Up next is going to be Amy. Followed out over here by, by Water Fairy and MSL. So Tiffany, my sweetie, and into the meanwhile, I am going to say, hello, Jefferson. I'm going to say sweet dreams, my beautiful Maria, because, well, sometimes 18 plus you come on back for a third time around, but usually 2 is pretty good. So I'll say sweet dreams, my beautiful Maria. You go to bed, you dream about Maria, dream about a beautiful picnic together into the park, and maybe you'll meet each other into an astral reading or an astral dream, sweetie. Let's move on forward and go and see Tiffany. What is going on over here for you, my beautiful? He has to be into someone else. He just acts like if he doesn't care anymore. Oh, no. Oh, sweetie. Okay. Let me go and see what's going on. Okay. He's back into that mood, isn't he? He's very moody. He changes very often, that Ekamani. I swear. I swear he changes all the time. Let's go see. Ah, Maria, you're such a sweetie pie. We love you, cutie. Okay, Tiffany, he has to be in love, you say, with somebody else because he just doesn't really seem to care anymore, right? What is truly going on? The Star, he does care. He does. But he is between 2 different worlds at this moment. He's trying to figure out things. You know, when I said, and you know, when we were talking about what is truly going on and everything, and I tell you that he wants to try to make things work out. Oh, you're so sweet, Sean, and you are to us, sweetie. I feel, my beautiful Tiffany, that he's still a little bit into that zone. I feel like some days it's a little bit stronger than others. Some days he wants to manipulate a little bit more. I'm going to say at the same time, I don't necessarily feel as though he buys you a lot of gifts or he does a lot of beautiful romantic type of things towards you. I'm going to say the fact that, Valentine's Day did happen yesterday and so on. I don't really feel as though he did anything. I don't really feel like he necessarily wanted to do anything. And I don't feel as though he wanted to necessarily spend or put anything into the whole holiday altogether. This is a little bit what is going on with a little bit holding aside onto the side. He's with you because he does still love you. He loves you. And he's wondering, though, why is he distant? Why is he into that kind of way? You say he must be with somebody else. I will take some cards out to see if he is with somebody else. What I can see at the moment is that he's not with anybody else, but he's truly wondering. He does love you, but you guys do have some issues, and he's wondering over here, and this is what I'm seeing. There's nobody else. He's wondering what's going to be happening. He's wondering over here, a Two of Cups, love. We love you, sweetie. We want to give you our love. But we're wondering what it is that we need to do. What do we need to do to make this relationship better? You can love somebody with all your heart, all your soul, but if there's only problems and frustrations and things are complicated, it's difficult to get closer to that person as much as you love them forever. There's a distance, there's hurt, there's frustration, there's manipulation, there's a lot of things. And I feel as though at this moment, as I said, he's with the Two of Pentacles, kind of wondering and deciding what is his next step because he's trying to figure that out. He's a little bit more distant, but he is hoping for the very best. He doesn't want to leave you. He doesn't want to end this relationship altogether. He does not care at all about your feelings, right? But he does. He's interested. Yeah. The problem with the others, sweetie, is that he seems as though he's interested into others because he does have a certain interest, but he's not interested in them love-wise. The difference between you and others is that you're into a relationship. It's complicated. You've got issues. Every couples have issues. You're not the only one, sweetie. We've all got them. It makes it so much easier to have, and I'm not saying he's got any, because he does not. He does not have anybody else into his world. But it is easier to look at other people, and it is easier to say, oh my God, that person is so hot. They're so sexy. I'd love to be with them, or this and that. Or you want to talk, or you kind of want to flirt. But the whole difference between flirting and being with somebody and having sex with them and being into a relationship, two different worlds. One is easy and quick and fun, and the other one is complicated as hell and not always all that fun. So that's why you say, oh, he seems interested into other people and he seems all nice and sweet, like he has a different personality, right? And he does. But it's because you guys are not into the same type of relationship. You're into a loving relationship with him. And the other people, he's into a relationship of friendship, of flirtation, but nothing much more. I feel as though when he does flirt, people do flirt with him. I feel like it actually makes him happy. It makes him feel as though he's important. I know. He does, sweetie. You know what happens, my beautiful Joseph, with my beautiful Tiffany, with that is that, when you say you just kind of sit there and you just kind of cry, right? He actually sees that as being manipulation, and that's why he's not falling for it. It's most likely something that you do. It's something that you must do. I'm going to say, normally speaking. Some people, just kind of hide. I mean, myself, when I got any issues, I just go away. I isolate myself completely. So if I was to do something abnormal and go and sit in front of my partner and then just be absolutely sad and cry, well, then he would think this is completely off. This is not me, and there would definitely be a problem. But if I do what I always do, then we're just a little bit like he just kind of figures like when I leave away and I don't talk, I'm manipulating him, right? And it's, somewhat a little bit right, because I'm leaving because I know that he knows me and he knows that if I leave, I'm completely pissed and he better come and fix it, right? So this is it. He's become a little bit insensitive to it because he's seen it often, and he just kind of feels like I don't know if you can say that in English. We say crocodile tears in French. So they are maybe tears of, and I'm not saying that yours are, my beautiful Tiffany. I'm saying that this is what he is seeing. I don't want to say that this is what they are. I know that when you are sad, I know that when you cry your heart out. I know that you want things to work, and I know that you do love him. But into his mind, sometimes he sees it as being manipulation. And when he sees it into that kind of way, he doesn't necessarily want to fall on into it. So he kind of acts like he's not really seeing it, and everything is, it's going to pass on by like it always does. That's where the thing is. You guys need to break that cycle. Because as it's going, he's become absolutely indifferent when you're crying because it's something he's seen before and he feels like he's being manipulated when you truly are in complete and utter pain. So you're just not understanding each other over here, and that's just creating a bigger and a bigger gap into a relationship where there is a lot of love. You do, right, Watson? All right, crocodile tears. There you go. That's it. Thank you, sweetie. All right. So you say, yeah, let me give you some notes over here to finish up that donation, and I'll move on forward to the other ones. So let's go and give you some notes, my lovely, and see how he's feeling about all of this. Okay. All right, here we go. I know that I'm giving you all different kind of mixed signals, and I know that I can be hot and I can be absolutely cold. I know that I'm giving you all different kind of mixed signals. I am trying to actually gain a new perspective on things. I'm going within. I'm trying to search for the truth. I'm trying to search for those answers. I feel as though we do have that intense chemistry. We do have that attraction. We just don't really know how to use it. I feel as though we need a massive wake-up call. I don't want to be running from this connection anymore. I do want you to know that. I do think of you. And let's go over here, sweetie. I will always love you no matter what happens between us. I still have hope that we can work things out, but through, seriously, this time around. You have changed me for the better. In my ideal world, we are happy together, but forever. My world is dark without you. Hello, my beautiful Z Yang. Nice to see you, my sweetie, tonight. Sweetie, he didn't get you anything for Valentine's Day, right? Why? Okay, that we kind of came upon it. I actually answered a lot of your questions without necessarily knowing, but I will take out some more cards upon that. And our beautiful Amy is up next, followed up by Water Fairy and MSL. And then we will have our beautiful Z Yang. Nice to see you guys tonight. So, honestly, he did it kind of deliberately altogether. I feel as though he was a little bit cheap, didn't really want to spend any money. I didn't really want to move upon anything of that. I just feel as though he wanted to stay a little bit low-key. This is why he did it. So he did it a little bit into the way, I do have to say, of wanting you to know something, wanting you to see something at the same time. He doesn't necessarily want you to believe that he is always going to be giving you gifts and he's always going to be doing a whole lot of romantic things. It's not his way. You've been with him for quite some time. He's not all that romantic. He doesn't give all that many gifts out. He doesn't like it all that much. He doesn't like that holiday neither. So I'm going to say he tried to avoid it as much as possible, but it is not really to hurt you, sweetie. How come he likes to see you hurting over him, right? He knows that you're hurt. What is going to happen with you guys? About him hurting you, and, well, about him, because you say it's like he likes seeing you hurt, it's not necessarily the way that I see it. As I was saying previously, I feel like he is the one who is seeing manipulation into the whole thing. Sometimes I feel like he is manipulated, or he feels like he's manipulated into something in order to make something better, which is why he's become a little bit cold-hearted towards a thing. What is going to be happening with you guys all together? It's difficult. He's going to have to step on up with good ideas. He's going to have to start talking. He's going to start to have to find some ideas about how to better this relationship altogether, where we don't have any cold hardness anymore, where we're actually open and we're actually looking towards a future together. So I'm going to say, if he is able, and it's not about you, it's about him, the relationship actually is being held right now at this moment by him. He is the one who is deciding what is going to be happening with this relationship. If he truly decides that things are going to be working on out and he wants to make them work out, which I believe he does want to, he's going to be able to try to find some kind of way to make things better so you guys can see eye to eye and so you guys can work on it together. So I'm not going to look all the way further out to see what's going to be happening. Right now, you're into a really, really quite pivotal moment where a decision needs to be made. Something has to be done with all this. And he's the key. He's got the key to your heart, sweetie. He's the one who's going to be deciding over here what the next course of action is going to be and how we're going to be moving along with it. And you say, does he wish anybody else happy Valentine's Day? Did he wish anybody else happy Valentine's Day? And why is he always mad at you? You're doing your very best, right? Okay, so did he wish anybody else happy Valentine's Day? I'm going to say wholeheartedly with his heart, absolutely not. I'm going to say a no, sweetie. So no, it's not about wishing anybody else a happy Valentine's Day. It's a no onto that one. Now, why is he always mad at you? Why is he always mad at you? Why is he always mad at you? Because you truly are doing your very best, right? He's mad at you over here because he kind of feels as though sometimes you hold some secrets from him. Sometimes he actually feels as though, it's going to be interesting what I'm going to say, but that you guys are together for some type of financial reasons. He does believe that you guys are meant to be together, no doubt about it, but he just kind of feels like sometimes that you keep secrets from him, which is interesting, isn't it? You know, when he was really upset about you about a month ago, when he thought that you were talking with somebody else, and that really bothered him, and he actually like went out to stay like a hotel for like 2-3 days or something. I feel like this is still bothering him. I feel like he still thinks that maybe there was somebody else that is there, that is into the picture. So if you're actually able to clarify that up with him, would be a really, really good thing, because I feel like that is basically what is a little bit holding you guys at this moment, a little bit holding over his head. Now, why did he not reply to your text today? Conflict, a rivalry. We're feeling as though at this moment we're not in unity. We're not in agreement. We feel as though at this moment we don't really have anything in common. We're feeling really quite frustrated. We're feeling kind of angry, a little bit betrayed, a little bit attacked altogether. We feel like we do have a lot of pain, a lot of sadness. Therefore, what we're truly trying to do over here is we're truly just trying to kind of sneak around over here. Finally, you sent me an email. What happened, Watson? You were not able to? Oh, I'm not on you, my beautiful water fairy, sweet one. I have Amy, and then I'm moving on forward to you, sweetie. I'm sorry. I still have a leftover cold that is haunting me. So I'm actually going to have to say over here, sweetie, he is hurt. He is frustrated. He feels as though there's a lot of sadness going on. He feels like there is a lot of arguments. He just doesn't feel like you guys are seeing eye to eye at this moment. And he's a little bit upset. He's a little bit frustrated. He doesn't really want you to talk about Valentine's Day or anything of the such. And I just feel like he is afraid about what it is that you're going to be saying. He's afraid about another conflict, and he feels that if he doesn't really answer your text, that maybe things will diminish themselves, and maybe whenever he's ready to talk, that things won't be as bad. The conflict won't be as bad. So what he's actually doing is a little bit avoiding you right now, hoping that things will get better within the following hours. I know, right? Are there similar questions to Amy? So, sweetie, let's go and see over here all together what is going to happen with you guys, right? As I saw previously, it's going to be a little bit difficult. This connection is as much as into your hands as his, but he's got a really, really bigger, he's got like bigger arms right now. He's got a little bit more strength right now at this moment because, I feel as though he does not want to leave, and he doesn't want to leave the connection, but I feel like he's the one who's going to be coming up with some type of an answer or some type of a fixing up, if you will. So, my lovely, I'm going to have to say for you over here, my beautiful. Oh, it is, Watson. All right. What are you supposed to do? Just sit around and don't talk to each other? Absolutely not, sweetie. But sometimes talking to each other whenever it's frustrating and it just kind of goes over and over and over and over again, it brings to absolutely nothing. So I'm going to say an absolutely not onto that. No. And I know that you said that you've tried many different ways to actually talk and to figure things out. Have you actually ever tried any counseling, sweetie, like online counseling where you don't necessarily have to go and see somebody, but you can do it online at your own convenience, at your own time? It could be good for you guys because your main problem with you and Ekimini, it's not the love, it's not the desire, it's the communication. You guys just don't really seem to understand each other into the same kind of way. He always feels like you're manipulating him, and you always kind of feel like he's cheating on you and he's lying on you and he wants you for money. So, but you guys both love each other and you both want to be together. Ultimately, I will say if you're able to get any help with a relationship itself would be the very best thing. Other than that, sometimes it's better not to talk for a day or two, sweetie, to kind of let the dust kind of fall on down. If talking every single day gives absolutely nothing good. Yeah, he gives you the silent treatment all the time. Have you ever tried to do the same thing to him? Why don't you do it in return, sweetie? I don't like silent treatment games, but it works. He is not going to do counseling with you, right? Okay. So, I will actually say over here, my beautiful Tiffany, altogether that, hold on just one moment. I'm actually going to have to say over here that what you truly, truly need to do if he's not going to go and get some counseling is you need to give him exactly what he's giving you for a day or two. Don't do it for 3-4 days. But if he's not talking to you, well, don't talk to him neither. Give him something different than what you usually give him. Instead of sitting down and crying and showing that you're all sad and frustrated, show him a different side of you. Show him that you're strong. Show him that you can do this, that you don't really need him. You love him and you want him, but you can definitely live without him. He needs to own up. He needs to be stronger. He needs to show you that he wants you and he wants to hold on to this relationship. So I'm not going to say don't talk for 2, 3, 4, 5 days. That's toxic. But maybe for a day or so, just be strong. Try not to talk to him. See what happens. Following day, after one day not talking to him, try to reach out or send him a message saying, you know what? I miss talking with you. I kind of feel like we need to open things up and we need to just settle things. I'm kind of missing all of this and we need to find some answers. Try something different, sweetie, because what you're doing at this moment is not working. You need to switch it on up. Thank you, Amy, for reposting because I would have to find you. All right. All right, well, let me go and see what I've got. So my beautiful Tiffany, try something a little bit different and let me know how that goes. But you definitely have to switch things up over here, okay, sweetie? Hold on just a moment. I'm just going to go and validate something. One moment over here. And hold on. Okay. So just one moment over here. I'm just going to do something. Amy, I'm coming on forward to you. Okay. So my beautiful Amy, let's go for it. Are too soon or spoilers of the movie? I've watched movie. Okay, so you just need to know if you agree or don't agree what will happen in long term and how will he feel about you. Let's go find out. If you agree or don't agree, what will happen in long term? Let's go see if you agree, okay? If you agree to the whole thing, then you'll continue. The progress will be slow, but it will continue. Yes. Thank you, my beautiful Lilith. So I'm going to say over here, progress over here will continue. Absolutely no doubt about it. But you're going to end up being a little bit at a standstill altogether. Okay, so a standstill will happen over there. There's going to be anxiety. You're going to be stuck into the exact same place. So if you do decide that, okay, he is allowed to see other people whenever he wants to, if ever he does decide to, then it's okay. But you're going to stay into the exact same position. Nothing is going to change. You'll continue to see him. Once in a while, he might be interested into somebody else, but you'll be the main person into his life. You'll be the main one. But he might still have temptation with other people every once in a while. And if you decide not to accept that altogether, you do not accept it. Let's go see. So what happens? Merci, ma belle Lilith, sweetie. Okay, if you decide that it's going to be a no, and this is simply not good for you, well, he's just going to let things go. Because he's way too self-absorbed, and he's just going to figure that, you know what, things are really, really quite unclear, and then he's absolutely tired about juggling everything all together. So I will say over here, my sweetie, that if you decided it's a no, then he's just going to kind of let it go. He's not necessarily going to fight for you. You saying no is not going to change him or change the way that he is. Well, he'll look for somebody else, main person in the future. Okay, no, about looking for the main person into the future, if you stick around, you're the main person into his future. If you do not stick around, he will look for somebody else, sweetie. He will find somebody else who's going to be the main person in the future. And he'll find, like, sometimes some other gravitating people around. What will be his reaction before and after if you agree or not? Okay, let's go see if you agree and let's go see if you don't. Water Fairy, you're up next, followed out by MSL, and Z Yang is going to be up next. So, my lovely, and now this is going to be if you do accept, and we're going to go and take out another deck over here, see if you do not accept. So, if you do accept, what I can actually see over here is a lot of excitement, a lot of novelty, a lot of perfect. This is exactly what I want. This is a clarity that I wanted. This is perfect. We're not going to want to change anything whatsoever. We'll be like onto the seventh heaven over here, sweetie. So we're going to know that we're not necessarily looking for that long-term commitment, but you are the main one into our world, and we're really, really quite happy. So onto that, we'll be absolutely thrilled. If you decide that it's going to be a no, a lot of anxiety, a lot of wondering, a lot of kind of ruminating through all different kind of problems and just being a little bit mentally haunted by everything that he has done and everything that he has said. But therefore also knowing that we do need to find somebody else to replace you, really quite quickly. Will he find somebody quickly to do so? I don't believe so. But will he try? He will. If you decide that you're not going to be doing this, he's never going to show you that he is completely burdened by all of this. He's going to show, and he is going to actually not show, but he's going to hide his fear and all of his frustrations. It's going to seem like it's okay. If you don't want to, you don't want to. Other people want to be with me, so it's not a problem. But in reality, it's going to be absolutely so frustrating and so absolutely terrifying towards him. Is it going to mess up a future with him long term if you do see other people? He wanted to have a threesome with a guy and you said no. He said he was glad later, right? No, not the same thing whatsoever, sweetie. Because now you're talking about a threesome with him being included, you being with somebody else. He's not included. That's not the same game, sweetie. He's not necessarily wanting, it's not the same thing, my lovely. So he might have been glad later, absolutely, but he still did want it, sweetie. He just wanted it into a different way. He wants to be able to be with you and see you with somebody else and share you. There's a part of voyeurism that is into that. But you being with somebody else without him necessarily being into it, he's going to be upset at that. Is it going to screw up a future, though? Absolutely not. And he would have an awful lot of nerve to say otherwise. How would he feel about you seeing somebody else? Let's go see. But Amy, that's because you haven't looked yet. Once you start looking and once you start finding, you'll find other people that you love even more. Why? Because they treat you like a queen. Why? Because they'll be loving, because they'll be caring, and they'll actually answer you. They'll answer your text messages. Can you believe that, sweetie? Right now, you're just afraid of moving because you're afraid of changes. You're afraid of what you've been living all this time. From the moment that you change your pattern, that's where stuff becomes really crazy, scary, sweetie. But sometimes getting out of that scary zone is really opening up whole new horizons for you where you say, oh my God, I should have ditched that guy a really long time ago, right? So I'm going to say, don't be afraid about it, sweetie. Does he necessarily believe that you're going to go see somebody else? Not right away. He actually believes that if he's not going to be into the picture, that you're going to stick around with hubby and you're not going to see anybody else. But that's where he's absolutely wrong. That's where jealousy is going to come on in. And hey, who's to say? Maybe at some point, maybe that jealousy is going to leave place of him saying, you know what? I made a mistake. Maybe I truly just want you, right? I know he does. I know he does, sweetie. And you know what, Amy? I say, go for it. Go for it, sweetie. Why? He's sweet. He answers you. He's loving. He's fun. You have fun with him. It's sexy. Why not? He gives you so much more attention and so much respect than the other one does. I say go for it. And whenever the other one wakes on up, if you're still interested, then good for him. And if not, he lost, a golden jewel into his life, my beautiful Amy. Amy, this is time you start thinking about yourself. If you open up your horizons and you start opening on up your heart towards somebody else, you'll see so much love is going to be coming on in instead of frustration and anxiety and everything else that's been inhabiting you since you've been with Cancer, sweetie. Water Fairy, my lovely. How did Jay feel last night? Did he realize he asked you on Valentine's Day? Why did he not reply to your text then? What's happening with this connection now? Let's go see. MSL, if you would like to post your question, please do go forward. Okay, sweetie? No, my beautiful Amy, if he finds out that you're seeing other people, he's not going to react right away. He's going to wait to see if this is something serious and if this is something true. So he's going to wait a couple months. Then once he actually sees that you truly are seeing somebody else and that you are interested in somebody else, he's going to be wanting to hear it from you. So he will be sending out a message to you asking you if this is true. Are you seeing somebody else? Are you interested in somebody else? And from that point on, he might try to change his mind. My beautiful Water Fairy, how did Jay feel last night? Let's go and find out. And thank you for waiting so patiently, sweetie. MSL, please, my sweet one, post your question. You do have a very beautiful picture, sweetie. was supposed to say, did he realize he asked you to come over? Oh, yeah, I knew that's what you were saying, my beautiful water fairy. Don't worry, sweetie. I think it's just the fact that the characters were utilized and you had to write that. I got you, sweet one. He'll walk for a little while, Amy. But at that point, I say, who gives a you know what? Because somebody else is going to be giving you so much better. Let him walk, sweetie. If he's not able to give you what you want and what you deserve, let him walk. Let somebody else do it for you. Thank you, my beautiful Lila. So what do I have over here for you, my dear water fairy? How did Jay feel last night? Okay. You know what? I'm actually going to have to say over here, we felt really nurtured. We felt loved. We felt like there was a lot of generosity. We felt like it was a lot of welcoming over here. All right. I've got you, MSL. Thank you so very much, sweetie. And thank you, Lola. I'm going to say to you over here, water fairy, I feel as though we do have somewhat of a fear of change. We are somewhat afraid sometimes that things might actually move a little bit quicker than we would like them to. But, I feel like it was nice. I feel like it was a success. I feel like we felt loved and caring and welcoming. We just felt as though we're into the most beautiful place all together where we could really just take a break and we could finally just really have that freedom to be together. So I'll say we had a really, really lovely evening with you. But now, did he actually realize that he asked you this onto Valentine's Day? Let's go see. That would have caught him by surprise now, didn't it? Let's go and find out. Okay, so did he realize that he asked you on Valentine's Day? You must have been absolutely ecstatic when he asked you this on Valentine's Day, right? It's such a symbolic day to ask, to see you. And you know what I'm going to say to you? Yeah, he's a guy. You're just kind of curious altogether, but he's a guy who knows what he's doing. It's an absolute yes, sweetie. He knew absolutely what he was doing. He didn't necessarily want to go and come on out and say, do you want to be my Valentine's? But yes, and yes, he absolutely did know that this was Valentine's, and he absolutely did. I know, no offense. Makes absolutely, water fairy. No offense taken for anybody over here. But it's good that you say it. He absolutely did know that it was Valentine's Day, but you know what? He just really wanted to spend some time with you. So yes, and yes. Perfect that he did this, sweetie. Now, why did he not reply to your text today? Honestly, man, Sean and Juanson, you guys need to help us out. And where the heck is our friend Joseph tonight? He usually comes on in onto his breaks. No, he didn't treat you any different than normal. No. He would never really treat you different than normal, because then it would show that there is something different. It would show that his ego is wanting something more, that he is desiring something more. And he does not want to show that to you, because if he shows that to you, then he's showing you his vulnerability. And he is not ready to show you that. Oh, no. So, let's go and find out over here. Why did he not reply to your text today? What is he up to? Yeah, okay. He did not reply to your text today because he kind of felt as though if he replied today, then he would be way too anxious, way too excited about the whole thing, and it was just really not the right moment to do so. That you signed your divorce papers Monday, right? Yeah, that's it. No, you know what? He did not reply to your text today because he just kind of felt like it would be a little bit too much. He'd be a little bit too wanting, a little bit too needy. And give him tomorrow or the following day. He's definitely going to be replying on back. Or if you just even replied and wrote to him, let's say tomorrow, then he will reply on back. He just needs to leave a little bit of a room, a little bit of space every single time you guys see each other. Because otherwise he feels like he's being a little bit too needy. He's getting a little bit too close, a little bit too quickly. Now, what is actually happening into this connection? Because, I mean, you're moving on forward, right? Divorce papers are being done. You guys are seeing each other. Nonetheless, you're seeing each other into Valentine's Day. Let's go find out. So, my beautiful Z, you're up next, by the way, sweetie. Thank you for your beautiful patience. I know, it's not needy. I know it is not, but they don't see it into the same way. It's kind of crazy. I get you, sweetie. It's those rules. It's those rules of laws and attractions and relationships. I think we should just all ditch them into the garbage. And we should just all do whatever it is that we feel like we should do. If we want to reach out, we reach out. If we want to talk, we talk. If we want to text, we text. Even if we text every single hour. Let me go and see over here. He was shocked that, send me your question, my beautiful Amy. Can you send me the questions that you wanted by email, sweetie? You say you were shocked that he asked you over on Valentine's Day, right? I know you were shocked. So what's going to be happening with this connection so far? What do we've got over here? Okay, for the moment, you're still dealing with somewhat of a little bit of a, what is that? Oh, they deserve a good ponk onto the head. Oh, you gotta love Swanson. Yeah, they do deserve a good ponk onto the head. Okay. Sweetie, it's still going to stay a little bit in balance. I want to tell you, Water Fairy, divorce is over. There's no more barriers. We're going to be completely open. Everything is going to be perfect. I can't say it yet. I cannot say it. And I wish that, I see the day when I'm going to be able to say it. We still have over here somewhat of an imbalance. We still kind of feel as though we still want to take it slowly is what I'm trying to say. We're still a little bit afraid of changes over here, and so we're kind of moving on, but really quite slowly. What I'm actually going to say to you over here, Water Fairy, might a little bit shock you into some kind of way. I feel as though he does have a good friend in particular, one of his good friends, who does tell him every once in a while that he should be careful, that he should take really just like one step at a time because, you're freshly divorced and maybe there are still, some strings attached, and sometimes people who get divorced end up being back together and so on. And I feel like this is actually kind of scaring him a little bit. So I feel like within time it is going to, delete itself by itself, and he'll forget about the whole thing because he'll see that it's completely unreal. But it is kind of playing a little bit into the cards. It is a little bit bothering him altogether. So I'm going to say the connection is going to continue the way that it has been going. I don't see any more closeness, but I don't see you guys separating neither. I just feel like we need a little bit more time to make sure that this is secure, that it is stable. Whatever is over onto your side is completely over, and we're able to turn on that page with great security and openness. Hello, Ginger Snap. Nice to see you, sweetie. I know, right? Sean, where is Joseph? He's not here tonight. And you know what? We did not see him yesterday neither, did we? Sean, it's like 2 nights we don't see our dear Joseph. Where is he? We miss him. All right, Water Fairy, I'm sending you love and strength and a really big hug. I know he likes you. I know he wants to be with you. He just needs more time. He needs warming up, sweetie. He does. And he's really being into the incognito vibes right now. MSL, let me go and see who it is that you wanted some messages from. I'm just going to go and get the initials over here. So, okay, what is it? Yes, from your DM, what he will not say to you. Let's go and see. MSL, here we go. Followed out by our dear friend after Z. Where is Snicker and Doodles? You're asking for a friend, right? What's that? Oh, you guys are too cute. Okay, so I am so confused on what it is I need to do. Please help me to figure this out. Well, thank you, my beautiful Ginger Snap. Thank you so very much, sweetie. I will be with you quite soon, right after Z Yang, lovely. Thank you for being you. You are my light into the dark. I want you to know that you are such an incredible person inside and out. I'm sorry for making your life somewhat uncomfortable with my kind of in and out behavior. Would you ever be able to forgive me for all of my mistakes? Could you ever truly trust me? Sometimes I kind of run because sometimes I just feel like you're too perfect for me. I sometimes often wonder if this is all into my head, but I know that deep down it is not. I'm trying to overcome my problems, my vices, my blocks, so I can give you absolutely everything that you truly do deserve. I catch myself imagining our lives live together and how it would just be absolutely perfect. I want to be able to treat you like a queen. Sometimes I feel like it's absolutely impossible to be able to care as much as I do towards you. Get yourself ready for me, because I am coming. And I promise I'm going to be coming back. I'm going to be coming home. Please do not ever, ever, ever give up on me. Let me go and take another message deck out over here, my sweet one. All right. I want you to know that you are my desire. I feel as though we're both learning all different kind of life lessons at this moment. I want to be able to feel you. I want to be able to be close to you. I want you right now to trust your intuition. I need you to give me some time. I feel as though I was meant to be with you. I dream about you every single night. I will love you for the rest of my life. You are my life. I want you to know that I feel you, and I want to be able to change my life for the best with you. Sending you so much love, my sweetie. If there's anything else I can do for you and myself, please do let me know, my sweet one. Z Yang, it is your turn, my lovely. What can I do for you, sweet one? Katie's current feelings towards you. Will there be any movement in whatever you have into the last week or this month or next month? Because things are just kind of stagnant, aren't they? All right, let's go and see. What do we have? Let me go and find out. Yes, I am due to put you guys a new spell out. I'll try to work on it tomorrow if I'm able to. Maybe on to Friday. I'm going to try until the following days to put something else for you guys. Something nice, something easy, something perfect. All right, let's go see over here for our beautiful Z Yang. Katie's current feelings towards you. Is anything going to be happening at any single point? Hey, Jasmine, how are you doing, sweet, beautiful you? And welcome to the live tonight. And I will say happy Valentine's Day. A little bit late because we didn't see you. And Valentine's is not just about love. It's not just about partnership. It's about people that we love. And you're our soul family. So it is nice to see you, beautiful. So Z Yang, here we go, my lovely. Katie's current feelings towards you. What do I have popping on up? Yes, prudence is what I'm getting. And I know that you know all about prudence, don't you? Yeah, prudence, prudence, prudence. I feel as though we're just kind of moving one little step at a time. We're a little bit afraid. Honestly, we're moving one step at a time because we're afraid to truly show all our emotions at once. We're trying to be as most emotionally balanced as we can possibly be. I feel as though financially speaking, something new is actually coming into Katie's life. So we do have like some extra energy that seems to be sending on out towards that. So for this moment, love-wise, I feel like we're being a little bit selfish. We're a little bit putting our energy elsewhere. Therefore, there's not necessarily any movement into your personal relationship. I know that sometimes we would actually like to have some extravagance. We would like to do something new. We would like to jump into something new. But we seem to be somewhat unavailable and unable to actually make that move towards, right? Let me take out some more cards and see what's going to be happening into the movement. Now I've got the emotions. I've got the intentions. Let's go see what he's actually going to be doing. What's going to be happening into that? What are we going to be doing? What's going to be our next moves, if next moves there are? All right. I don't think so. No, Z's always here, sweetie. You're such a sweetie pie, Lilith. I don't think Z has missed one reading. Yeah, Z's always here. We're good for gold, sweetie. All right. But thank you for asking, my beautiful. Thank you, sweetie. Ginger Snap, you're up next, 1993, and our beautiful Jasmine also. So here we go, and let's go and see, what do I have? All right, and voila. So, sweetie, what's going to be happening into this relationship, if anything really happens, right? Is there movement? Yeah, you have last week, this month, or even next month. There's delays. There's pauses. There's surrendering. Honestly, this month, I'll say no. Next month, I'll say no. I'll say that if you want any action really happening, I do have action at the very ending of my reading, which is perfect because it is the final card of the reading. Anywhere into the in-between, what am I getting over here is that we're tired. We don't have any energy necessarily to spare to put into the relationship. We want the relationship to continue, but we don't necessarily want it to evolve into different levels. Therefore, we're keeping it exactly where it is. And I'm going to say, I know that you want something more and you deserve more. But at this moment, Katie is kind of feeling as though this is a comfortable place. It's an okay place. So they're kind of feeling differently than you are. You're wanting more. They're feeling comfortable. So maybe at some point it could be a good idea to just kind of talk about it a little bit so we could have a little bit something more happening, so we can say, hey, you know what? I do need to make something else. I do need to do something else because now my beautiful Z is not feeling as good about this. I need to move it on up. But we need to know about it. At this moment, I don't really feel as though we're ready for that. And star, right, to be together. And why does he always tease you? Like, well, that's because he's ultimately knowing that you are holding a pawn, that you do want it, but he's not necessarily able to give it to you right now. I feel like he's trying to kind of teases you because he wants you to hold on. He wants you to hold on to the expectation, to the hope, to the want, to the desire. And he wants you to desire him. And he just feels that exciting and just like the best thing on earth, which is not nice, which is not fair. I feel like if he's going to give you, you know, what he says he's going to be giving you, he needs to give it to you. It's not a game. It's not a competition. It's not some type of jealousy kind of a thing. It's, are you going to give me what I want? Are you going to be giving us what we need or not? I feel as though we do want to be able to give you what it is that you need, but you're going to have that conversation. You're going to have to settle things straight. I'm going to say that I don't see any movement coming on in until I'm going to say into the month of April, most likely mid-April, maybe even end of April, sweetie. But I know he loves you and I know he cares for you. But at this moment, the very best thing that I can say to you, my beautiful Z Yang, is as much as we love you and we care for you, we want you to desire us more. We want to feel that desire. We want to feel that love and that caring. But you are not necessarily the utmost priority at this moment. And that's where the main problem is. Main priority is work. And with work, we have opportunities. We're trying to put more time into work, knowing and thinking that you're still going to be there because we're still seeing you. We still love you. We're still into this relationship. He doesn't believe that he's going to leave you because he's spending more time at work. A reading for Lilith? A reading for Lilith? Does Lilith need a reading? Thank you, beautiful MSL. Lilith, what is it you're looking for, sweetie? That is interesting, MSL. It is. My beautiful Lilith, what is it that you're looking for, sweet one? Z Yang, I'm going to send you so much love, my beautiful soul. I love you, beautiful. Better things will be happening. The only thing over here is that we've got love, we've got caring, but we're just missing to put you number one, and that's where you deserve to be. All right, so let me just go and see over here what I've got coming upon. All right, so our beautiful Ginger Snap, 1993, you had a falling out with a male friend several months ago, no contact. Are you going to reconcile? Let's go and see, sweet one. My beautiful Lilith, please do post away, sweetie. Go for it, my lovely. What do you need to know, right? All right, well, check that out. What do you need to know? I was wondering. That was kind of surprising to me. Okay, we will definitely check that on out, sweetie. So Ginger Snap, here we go, followed out by Jasmine, and then we're going to go and see our beautiful angel Lilith over here. So Ginger Snap, my lovely soul, what happened over here? We're kind of stuck into our thoughts, aren't we? Oh, la, 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 sweetie. Okay, now what's going to be happening into all of this, right? I'm actually going to have to say over here, is something going to be happening? I'll say a no, but I kind of feel like it's a good thing that it's going to be a no, Ginger Snap. You know, sometimes how we think and we figure, you know, if we could get back with somebody that we talked to into the past or somebody we had somewhat of a spat that we were interested in, I kind of ended up in a no contact. I'm going to say, if it ended up in such a way that nothing has really happened since, then they're definitely not meant to be into your life. And if they do come on in, most likely they're going to come back in into a really bad cycle. They'll end up being somewhat toxic. Not all the time, but most of the time. And it's what I'm seeing right here, my beautiful Ginger Snap. So I'm going to say everything happens for a reason. Yeah, I know. Yeah, stuck like a chuck, right? That's it. This is about being stuck into a self-imposed prison over here. You have all different kind of thoughts. You have all different kind of ideas. You've got limiting ideas. You've got ideas sometimes where you think, oh, maybe something could happen. Oh, then, but maybe nothing really can happen. You've got like the plus, you've got the minus, you've got all different kind of things going on, but you're just feeling trapped and helpless and wondering what you can do about the whole thing. I feel like you want to liberate yourself. My problem being over here is that this other person, this other male, is feeling like they are the emperor. They are the one who gets to decide. They are strong. And I'm going to say that with the type of energy that I'm getting over here, if that person has not reached on out towards you, then it is simply because they are not ready to do so. I'm seeing over here that there's a lot of self-doubt. I feel like there's a lot over here of vulnerability. There's somewhat of feelings of inadequacy altogether. I'm going to say that onto the other side, whatever happened over here is definitely meant to be destiny. And I'm going to say that whoever this person is over here, they're playing games with other people at this moment. So they're not being all that good. They're not being all that positive, and they're being really quite toxic. So do you really want this person to come back into your life now that they're being toxic with somebody else, knowing that they could do the same thing to you? Most likely not, sweetie. So I'm going to say you're better to leave the past into the past and just kind of leave it there. I don't feel as though you guys are going to reconcile. And I'm sorry, I kind of feel like at this moment, from what I can see into the deck, it is best that way. I'm not going to say it's always going to be that way, but for the moment, for the following, I'll say 3 to 4 months, it's what I'm seeing. I don't want you getting yourself into any type of trouble. I don't want you being heartbroken. You're better to forget about this person. If they ever reach on out towards you and you're still single and you're interested, okay, let's see from there. But don't look out for trouble, because this person is trouble right now, sweetie. Yeah, be careful, beautiful. People change. Things change, sweetie. Let me go. Ginger Snap, sending you a really big hug, my sweet one. I'm going to go and make sure that everything is good into PayPal also, because we will be ending the lives soon. So let's go see. I am with Jasmine at this moment. I think next is our beautiful angel Lilith is up next. So here we go. And voila. Okay, so everything is good into our PayPal. That is absolutely fantastic. I love it. Let's go back over here. So let me go and see. You're here with Crazy Chihuahua, who just had a bath, right? Oh, I feel you, sweetie. I shaved my dog today because he had way too much things going on. Yeah, he smells good now too, right? I know. My dog, I was saying earlier, my beautiful Jasmine, looked like a mop. He's a Cocker Spaniel. So he does have long, like, kind of curly hair, and that's absolutely perfect. And it's good for wintertime, but seriously, it gets into the way. He walks out into the snow. I mean, I live into the Arctic, right? It's cold. There's snow. He gets snowballs. He gets ice balls. It's nothing good. I shaved it all off. I made him look like a Dalmatian, my sweetie. He's got polka dots all over his body. He's like a cow Dalmatian is what he is. He's pink and white with black polka dots. But he's cute as heck. He looks like a puppy because I shaved all his hair off. But he smells really, really quite nice. All that nice that my kids are willing to sleep with him tonight. So I get you. And I realized today that our pup, who is no longer a pup, is actually turning 3 years old. I need to look at his papers. I think it's like next week or the following week. Yeah, I mean, seriously, I have too many Pisces into my life. Now I got to make like a, my daughter's like, we need to make him like a cookie cake for him, right? Where he can do everything he wants, she says, except go onto the kitchen table. And I'm like, yeah, of course. I know, seriously. All right, so Coco is sleeping with Matthias tonight, and tomorrow it's like a shared love. It's like I'm divorced. Matthias gets him one night, and Anael gets him another night, and Raphael doesn't care. So, all right, let's go see Jasmine, what I've got coming on for you. Oh, thank you, Amy, for sending these out over here. All right, and voila. Okay, so beautiful Jasmine. Let's go and find out what's popping on up for you. Let's go over here and voila. Sweetie, what's going to be popping on out for you? And why do I have some crazy cards that are making no sense? All right, here we go. So here we go for Jasmine, followed out by, I'll go see Amy, and then I'll go and see our beautiful Lilith and Juanson to finish up the readings. So what do we have into this reading? What do we got? Okay, beautiful. You have over here somebody who is into your life. I don't know if this person is still there or not. Yeah, they are. Okay. You have somebody who's just wanting power over you, who's just wanting to be a man into the very pure sense of it, wanting what it is that he wants and nothing really much more. So I'm going to say coming, for this week, I feel as though you're feeling a little bit down, although you're feeling really quite optimistic at the same time. It's a little bit of a combination of both, where you're wanting good, but you're kind of feeling like you're not necessarily getting what it is that you would like. But you're doing your very best. I feel like you're doing your very best to try to get even more. Financially, I will say that things are okay. Nothing much more. I just feel like they are okay. I want you to be careful if anybody tries to come around you and tries to ask you for anything that would be financial. I want you to be a little bit careful for that. Not necessarily saying that it is going to happen, but the energy is into the air. So just, beware of it. Question number 2. Okay. You have individual sessions with her tomorrow after work. How's tomorrow's sessions going to benefit you? Well, that is nice. I like that. Okay. I'm actually going to have to say that the way that it is going to benefit you, and to your question number 2, is it's going to bring a lot of contemplation. It's going to bring a lot of reevaluation into your mind. So I feel like new ideas are going to be coming upon, new thoughts, and really just new perspectives altogether that are going to make you realize that, well, it's really just going to make you realize what you want and what you don't want, and what is good for you and what is not good for you. So there's going to be a re-questioning or reevaluation tomorrow from what I can see over here. I feel as though this person, by the way, is very compassionate, very warm, very caring, somewhat of a very supportive type of a healer kind of person that you can truly believe in. Question number 2. Let me go and see. Not question number 2, question number 3. I actually feel as though, yes, we did. So it is going to be a yes. I'm actually seeing over here that we're wondering what we're going to be doing whenever we do return. What type of collaboration are you guys going to be having? We don't really know. So I'm going to say it's a little bit into the unknown upon what you want and what you desire. I kind of feel like he doesn't really know what you want and what you desire. And so we're wondering if the possibility of what you had before is still going to be available when he does come on back. And question number 4. He sees a lot of self-respect towards you. He sees a lot of self-confidence. He sees you as being somebody who is somewhat introverted because there hasn't been all that many messages kind of coming on out. But he also sees you as somebody who is trying to reestablish yourself, your sense of self, trying to figure out things, looking for love, somebody who is looking for maybe new relationships, but something that could be a little bit creative altogether. Altogether, I feel as though he thinks that you are looking for mental clarity. You're looking for some type of truth, some type of maybe even more power, taking more power into your love life altogether. So I'm actually seeing that he has thought about you quite some bit, but he's actually thought about your personality and who you are and what you're looking for, and not necessarily thinking about you upon something that could be sexual or something of the such. We're more trying to actually figure you out. Sending you so much love, sweetie. Let me go and see over here for Amy. So if he finds out or he asks if you're talking with anybody and you say yes, what will his reactions be then into the future? Okay. I'm actually going to have to say over here, I'm going to take this one out. I'm going to take another one out over here. And then add into the future. So I'm going to actually ask over here your first question, my beautiful Amy. If he finds out and you're talking to somebody else and you say yes, I feel as though into the right here, into the right now, his reaction into the then and into the future. Into the right now, we're going to be feeling a little bit more impulsive. Wondering, who is this person? Where did you find this person? Who are they? Do they know about us? Do they know that you're already involved? So on, so on, so on. What we're actually going to be doing is trying to a little bit bring you down into a way and make you feel as though, have you really said everything that is possible to this person knowing about your situation? Trying to seem and try to put a little bit of doubt into all of it because he doesn't really want you to be with anybody else. But other than that, he will not do all that much. And to the future, I kind of feel like if you do not reach out to him after because you are with somebody else and he is not going to bother you, he'll try maybe once or twice, see if you do want to come on back. He'll try to make it seem as though he's got something better to offer you than the other person does, but nothing much more. And if you say yes to his offer, will he have one night stands or someone he will see like you? If you say yes to his offer, what I was actually seeing over here, if you say yes to his offer, yes, he is. You're going to be the main person, no doubt about it. So you are going to be the main person into all of this. The only thing is that he is keeping the possibilities open. So that's what I can see. I cannot necessarily say he's going to sleep with somebody else. I don't see him sleeping with anybody else at this moment. But he wants to keep his doors open, his possibilities open. I'm going to go and see what Spirit wants you to say. Let me go and see what Spirit wants you to do. Spirit is saying over here that you need to take your life into your own hands, that you need to take a break from Cancer. You need to be inspired. You need to find new ideas. You need to discover something else elsewhere. You need to connect with different people. And you need to take whatever love and whatever offering is coming your way that you feel good, beautiful, great, and true. So Spirit is trying to say over here, you know what? Cancer can't give you what you want. Let it be. Let me go see about Mark. Let me go see Mark's intentions towards you. Maybe could help you out since he's the other person into the cards. Mark wants to continue to see you. He wants to continue to see you as much as you do want to see him, or as much as you're willing to give him that time. He's got passion, he's got projects, he's got wants, and he's got desires. But then again, my beautiful, I'm going to say, I feel as though he's got more time to spend with you. He has an easier way to connect with you. And I feel as though he's going to be so much closer than you than Cancer was. I'm also going to say that he is going to be much more respectful towards you. But I don't want you necessarily to believe that he is going to be leaving his other person for you. I don't feel like I see that into the cards. It's not to say it's not going to happen. Maybe it would happen, you know, later on. Let me go and do this. And voila. Moving on forward to our beautiful Lilith. Lilith, it's your turn, sweetie. So wishing you lovely dreams, my beautiful. So Lilith actually wants to know what it is that she needs to know, right? Let's go see what you need to know, my beautiful. Here we go for our dear Lilith of Love, followed on out by our dear Knight of Love. It almost makes you sound like you guys are into a couple, but you're not. I got the Knight and I got, yeah. All right, let's continue. So, what's popping on out for our beautiful? Yeah, here we go, googly-eyed. Let's go find it out. All right. So, what do we have? For a beautiful Lilith. Lilith needs to look towards long-term investments. You need to look towards new projects. You need to look towards being inspired, being ignited by all different kind of passions into your life. You need to take whatever beautiful opportunities seem to be coming into your way that are going to allow you to have beautiful growth, that are going to allow you to have potential, but is also going to allow you to have beautiful energy, because I feel as though you have a need to have a renewal of an energy over here. And that renewal of energy is actually going to be bringing in a beautiful creative spark, which is something that maybe you have not had for the past, I'll say maybe 2, 3, maybe even 4 months. I feel like there's something, and I'm saying that you are passionate, you have a lot of love, you have a lot of desires, but I just kind of feel like you've got a lot going on and you haven't necessarily had all that time to really concentrate on who you are and what you want and different things that you would like to have, because there's too many things going on. You have like supercharged type of a schedule that you did not necessarily have into the past. So it's really about you. Spirit is saying you need to find that you again. You need to find that little time into your life that is for you every single day. It doesn't matter if it's 2 minutes, if it's 5 minutes, and there's something new that you need to embark into, that you need to find out. Now, it could be oracles, it could be spell work, it could be whatever it is that you're wanting to just kind of put a little bit more attention towards, and that is just going to it's going to like envelop you into such a beautiful passion, and you're absolutely going to love it all together. So I know you're too busy into survival mode to think about yourself and to really just be with yourself, right? So I know that you've got a lot of choices, and you always have choices, and sometimes you're kind of wondering what I do because you have way too many options. But I feel as though your dad comes first, and then there's you, and there's your health, and there's everything else. So you have a lot of wishful thinking that you can do a lot of things, but sometimes you just don't really have that time for anything. So let's continue over here. I know you're into survival mode, sweetie. Other than that, I also feel as though over here there is something that you're something that you're repeating over and over and over again, and for some reason I need you to get out of it. Whatever it is that you're repeating, may it be a repetition of you take care of everybody else but yourself. There's something that you need to take care of over here. There's no doubt about it. You've been very stressed and overwhelmed lately, right? I know. And you need to kind of get out of that cycle. I feel like if you could just take a day, even just one day, or set one day during the week that is yours, only for you. What does Lilith desire into that day? From the moment that you wake up until the moment that you go to bed, what do you want? Not about dad, not about family, not about anything else, just about you. Your wants, your desires. Impregnate yourself into that. I say impregnate. That sounded bad. In French, we say imprégner. It's not the same thing. If you could just make yourself completely involved, is what I want to say, into something that is so passionate for you one day a week, I feel like it's just going to change the whole vibes altogether. Also, I'm going to have to say, I don't know who it is and I don't know what's going on, but I need you to be careful for anybody who might be doing some type of gossip, sweetie. Now, gossip could be coming from around you. It could be coming from online. It could be coming from a bunch of different ways. Just be careful about any type of gossip that might be going around. With that being said, my lovely, hold on. Let me take on out a couple little messages over here for you. Hold on. All right, sweet one. Let's start with an ochre of the roses. Impregnation. I know, right? But yeah, please. I don't know. Can you say that? Impregnate. I want to say imprégné. I don't know. Imprégné sounds good. It sounds like I'm getting you pregnant the other way. It sounds off, Lilith. I don't know. It's really not what I want to say. I don't want to impregnate you. Okay, so let me go and see what I've got over here for you into the messages. Okay, we're going to go with an oracle of the roses because I do know that you and Lilith, you and Wanton actually truly do like them. And look at this. You're actually getting the lover rose, which is a beautiful one. Oh, but you see, you are Lilith, and that's where you don't get it. You are so very interesting. You're so very intriguing into so many different kind of ways. Now, this beautiful lover card, which is the most beautiful red rose, I'm going to have to say, almost looks like some type of a carnation rose. This is all about you dedicating time for yourself, following your emotions, prioritizing your feelings with just that verve of adventure, of daring. This is about what do you do for yourself every single day, and how do you express the love that you have towards yourself. This beautiful rose is all about emotions and love and passion and self-esteem, and really just kind of taking a little bit of adventure every once in a while. Ah, thank you, my beautiful Lilith. Thank you for understanding me so well. Yeah. Oh, I know Wanton, you will. And that's your stalker card, right? Let me go and see what the angels have to say for you. And then we're going to go and peek on over what the angels have to say. So, actually, no, we're starting off with the angels. We're going to go and see the witches after. And after Wanton, the readings for tonight are going to be closed, guys, by the way. All right. Oh, it's all about emotions, which makes complete and beautiful sense with you, my beautiful Lilith. So let's go and see what emotions are saying for you. Here we go. Your angels, this is what they're talking about. It is absolutely imperative for you to balance this area into your life, the emotions. Whether you're overwhelmed, whether you're disconnected, you must stop and reconnect with yourself. You must demand and you must create the space to be quiet with yourself. Often writing is going to be the most direct way to communicate with your own self. You must allow yourself to freely express exactly how you feel until you experience that beautiful, clear resolution of what you must do to bring balance to your life. This is a time for you to be reconnecting with your inner world so that you may successfully move on forward to the next phase of your beautiful life. Sounds like a beautiful card that seems to be making the most sense into your life right now. And now emotions card, right? It's a flow of emotions that seem to be coming around you, my beautiful Lilith. Oh, all right. Let's go see what we've got. All right, into the witches. You actually have the beautiful number 13. 13 is all about candle magic. Light the candle of intent within and set your soul on fire. It is time to light up your inner world and embrace the power of the flame. For candles, they highlight the path of your witch to illuminate the way. And they have played a sacred part into your life. This is about having a very deep affinity with the projective and the transformative energy of fire that invokes lust and passion and attraction, and just recognizes that a flame can be seen across the veil, which is why we light those candles for the ones who have passed on over. So this, my beautiful, is about inviting candles into your life to reignite the inner flame of passion, fueling your ability to walk into your true light, but with full might, vitality and vigor, and reclaim your magical power. Light candles around you, into the bath, into the bedroom, into the most beautiful and sacred ceremony. Yes. Definitely, Sean. Definitely, sweetie. And that is what I have for you, my beautiful love. I do have to say, beautiful reading. I am loving. Yes. If there is anything else you would like to know that you're wondering about, let me know, sweetie. And in the meanwhile, I'm going to move over to our other angel over there. I'm going to go and see what's going on with Juanson. Let me just go over here. Let's do that. On that, and here we go. Very full, overstaffed, right? I knew, and you saw new people. Some that you avoid completely, right? No, Elizabeth, I know. All right, what do we got for our dear friend Juanson over here? Angel, I won't say number 1 or number 2. You're both equal. Let's go to it. You are so loved, my beautiful Lilith. You are so loved, sweetie. All right, let's go and find out what I've got coming up on for you. Juanson, insecurity, instability, kind of wondering what is going on. Sometimes kind of feeling a little bit suspicious about somebody who might be around you. Also, I'm seeing over here opportunities that are coming your way. Somebody, is there a possibility over here that our dear friend Elizabeth might have been gone off for a couple days? I kind of feel like she's been gone away for like, I don't know, like 3-4 days or something away. But I feel like it has something to do with family. I see her coming on back from some type of a travel for some reason. And this would actually come on in to kind of say at the same time of why you would not necessarily be seeing her lately. Amy, you say you just listened to your reading, so he may or may not see someone. That's it. He may or may not. He just wants to keep the doors open, Amy. Juan said, let me go and see. I feel like, yeah, you don't know really, right? I think as though she has. I'm seeing over here that there is somewhat of a little bit of an imbalance. There is... Yes. And there's somebody over here who's wanting something, and they're wanting something from Elizabeth, and they're wanting it really, really quite quickly. But Elizabeth is not interested whatsoever. She's in a reverse position. There's somebody who is interested in her, but I'm seeing seductions, but I'm seeing lies, I'm seeing disorganization, and I'm seeing her not being interested into this person whatsoever. But for some reason, I kind of feel as though her emotions are a little bit trapped within this, as if she's kind of stuck into it and doesn't, like, she's trying to say no to something, but this person is just kind of a pain in the you-know-what. So there is somebody who is annoying her around her that she's not interested into, who keeps on coming on strong. It could be somebody who is around work. Look around for some type of fox or some type of snake that might just be kind of, surrounding her every once in a while. But the important thing is that she's not interested into him, but she's kind of being annoyed by this person. You said, but you had a dream of Sedona, but it felt like a vision, right? But it wasn't you. Yeah, but sometimes it's different. Sometimes you don't necessarily see you. Sometimes you kind of project something else. Sometimes it's just really that other person. There's different, yeah, you know how it goes, Swanson. There's different types of dream interpretations that go along with that. Yes. So I'm definitely gonna have to say over here, sweetie, what does she want to be telling you over here? She absolutely, I'm getting hope, I'm getting promises, I'm getting faith, I'm getting love, I'm getting rebuilding, I'm getting clarity. I'm getting over here that we are feeling a little bit lazy though. Honestly, I feel like she's got all these beautiful things coming upon. She wants to reach on out, but at the same time, you know how it is. It's kind of like, it's kind of, okay, what I'm going to say, because of what you know is going to be a little bit sucky, but you're going to completely understand. It's like if you're stuck in jail, you want to reach on out to the person that you love. So she wants to reach on out towards you, but she's feeling as though she's got barriers and she's not able to do so. Most likely because, you know, you work onto 5 football fields, but yeah. So what I'm truly trying to say is that she wants to tell you that she wants to reach on out, that she wants to talk to you, and that she misses you, sweetie. That being said, I'm going to go and give you some messages. Also, I'm going to give you a witch one because I don't usually give you any witch one, but I'm going to go for it because, I don't know, it's like kind of compelling tonight. It's screaming out my name. Damn foxes. I know, right? And you saw Jordan, another person, his name is Manny Main. You don't know how to spell that name. I was going to say, who the heck is that? Manny Main? Okay, I get you, sweetie. So those are the foxes, but what's really important over here into all of that is we don't care about those foxes. We don't give a you know what. Yes, you can go for it, my beautiful Simran, sweetie. We never say no to you. So Juanson, don't care about the foxes. We don't give a poo-poo about them. We don't, because she loves you and you love her. So there's nothing else that we can talk about it, sweetie. We don't care about anything else. Of course we'll take Simran. I would never say no to Simran, sweetie. All right, I'm getting a moot for you. A moot. Moot. What is moot saying for our dear Juanson? Now this is interesting. Moot. Okay, sweet one. It's about a gathering. Here we go. Gather together with your witchy family, which is us, right? To make magic and mayhem all together. So the power that you seek is found in mystical unions with others. Go seek fun like-minded others. It is time for you to share that beautiful magic. Celebrations are to be had at a special gathering all together. So this is really about, you know, I'm going to have to say over here, taking that beautiful magic, let's say with me and Lilith, and let's make things happen for you and Elizabeth. I say, why don't we, Juanson? I said, why don't we make some type of beautiful white magic, me, you, and Lilith, send out those beautiful vibes of intentions towards Elizabeth and see what we've got. Oh, let me put that post up at the same time. Oh no, you think about it, Juanson. If you're up for it, I know I am, and I'm sure that Lilith is also. I'll find a beautiful, nice, very simple, beautiful white spell for all of us to just kind of conjure up at the same time. I mean, why not, right? We can do it. We've got it. You see, Lilith is up for it. I'm up for it too. Let's give ourselves a time, a date, and let's just go for it. Let's conjure, sweetie. We can even put ourselves alive and do it at the same time, like an unlisted one. Yeah, okay, we'll do this once. And I'm going to write it on down. And let's work at this. We can either do it each onto our own side at a specific time, or we can do it like after live. We'll have all our ingredients, everything ready, and we'll just go for it. The power of 3. Absolutely, Juanson. Yes. We've got this. We can do it. Let's go for it. That's what friends are for. Let's make things happen. Yes, yes, and yes, right? Lisa and Lilith, where Watson and Elizabeth would be. I know, it's absolutely perfect. I know, during the new moon. Well, why not? When is that beautiful new moon? I don't know. When is the beautiful new moon coming upon? Do you know the date? Wait, new moon in, let's go see. When is that? The new moon is, oh my God, it's February 20th. It's on to Monday. It's on my son's birthday. All right. Okay. It's all good, sweetie. We could do it onto the new moon. I have no problems with that. Yeah, you don't need a cauldron, sweetie. The power of three shall set us free. Absolutely. We can definitely do it for the new moon. Okay, guys. Lilith and Juanson, we must definitely write tomorrow. Or if you guys want to write to me tonight, sure, go for it. I'm going to find a nice spell for us to do. Yes, and if you guys are up for it, let's decide if we're going to do it all together, let's say into a live chat that's going to be unlisted, or if we each do it onto our own side at a certain moment. I say yes, let's go for it onto Monday. New moon, new beginnings. It's absolutely perfect. All right, let's talk about this tomorrow. Let me find a spell and let's go for it. It sounds good. And I say, Juanson, we should do it like on a couple new moons. We should do the new moon of February. We should do it in March, and we should do it into the month of April also. We should do it like 3 consecutive months to make sure the more we do it, 2 to 3 times for a spell is absolutely perfect. It is so much better. All right, we've got this. At the same time, I say, you know, if Lilith wants one also on energy, on strength, whatever, we can do that too. There are different spells. We can get it going too. Yes, right? Yeah, that's it. All right, we've got this, guys. Okay, so we're going to be doing this, my beautifuls, Juanson and Lilith. We're going to do this after the live onto Monday, okay? Juanson, what I'm getting for you over here is clarity. Clarity over here is really about you. It's about when your mind becomes kind of still, when your fears, your assumptions, your expectations, and your projections just kind of fade along with the fog to clear from your eyes. This is your ability to see what comes on back and what returns. This is truly about how clarity is going to be coming towards you if you are willing to step up and to beautifully embrace it. All right. So I'm just going to write this down. I'm going to go and look for a beautiful love spell manifestation. And we're going to work with our crystals. We're going to work with our candles, beautiful souls. And it's going to be nice. It's going to be absolutely perfect. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And it gives us a couple of days to prepare to get everything in order. We're going to be good. So here we go. Let me go and see. Hey, I don't have Simran, do I? What happened to beautiful Simran? You kind of popped on in, sweetie, and you kind of left. Where did you go, my sweet one? If you're still here, Simran, you can send your question on out, sweetie, before we leave. Let me go and give you some. Messages over here. All right. Oh, Sean, it'll be my great pleasure to do that for you, sweetie. Sean, absolutely, sweetie. Sean, I'm going to do that for you, though, onto a full moon, sweetie. Onto the full moon is usually when I do a lot of my spells. So onto the full moon, I will definitely do that for you, sweet one. Yeah, you think about it, my beautiful Lilith, and let's go for it. You just let me know what kind of a love spell it is that you would like. Now, may it be attracting somebody new? May it be just bringing love into your life, pure life? Let me kind of ponder upon it. You ponder upon it. Let's just talk about it tomorrow in emails and after tomorrow, and let's just figure this out, beautiful. We're going to find this for you and Juanson. Let's work onto this. You might think I'm a little bit intense, Juanson, but if you knew how much time I actually spent thinking of you or about you, would be making more sense. The sun shines brighter when I suddenly remember something that you have said to me. And when things get hard, I think about falling into your arms. Lilith and Juanson, I'm definitely looking at that for you guys tomorrow. I want to hold hands and I want to watch people watching us. And that's what it is, our little romanceful coven. It is absolutely perfect. You know what? We've got all the same tools. We are ready. We've got the same type of crystals, the same companies. We've got the same type of herbs. We've got this, guys. Sean, it's my pleasure, sweetie. Anything for you, sweet one. Yes, you bring your familiar. Absolutely, Juanson. I can see us taking road trips and going on epic holidays. I mean, what are friends for? Seriously, let's get together and let's make this happen. We've got the power, and we've got the power of 3. Let's make it happen, guys. Let's make our wants and our wills and our manifestations absolute. Let's make them come on true. Why? Because we believe into them and because we know that they are going to come on true. I know, let me go over here. I want to tell you how I feel, but sometimes I'm a little bit afraid that I might just ruin everything. And I want to be able to lie with you out into the sun. I want to be one of those couples that everybody is just envious of. And I hope that whenever we do talk, that sometimes you read between the lines, because I'm leaving all different kind of clues for you. I will actually I'll try to look for like a new moon type of a spell. I will try my very best, my beautiful Carrie. I'm going to see what it is I'm going to be sending on out this week into the spells. No promises though, because Carrie, I have a crazy week. I've already had a crazy week and my crazy week is continuing. Tomorrow I've got like birthday preparations. Friday I've got birthday party for my son with his kids. Saturday I've got like horse lessons starting back again for my little girl. I've got cake making for my boy for his second family party on to Sunday. I've got like crazy things going on. I will try my very, very best, my beautiful Carrie, to send something on out, sweet one. That being said, my beautiful souls, I think, Simran, I don't know what happened to you, my sweetie, but we love you. We will see everybody tomorrow, same place, same time. And yes, it's all about the kids. It's all about the parties. Sometimes my life is a little bit more busy. Birthday parties get me crazy. After this one, after my son, I'm pretty good. I've got boyfriend like 7 days later. And after that, I've got like a break until my little girl's birthday. So I'm good. But Lilith, no, for us, we're doing it. No, this is good onto Monday. Lilith, you and Juanson, we're doing this on Monday. No doubt about it. Yeah, you need to finish it for Naughty Friday, right? Oh, by the way, guys, Friday we are at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time because of Matthias's birthday party. So we're at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But we will remind you tomorrow, and I will post it. So sending you guys so much love. Let's work on to all of that. And they are, Lilith, they're crazy. Tomorrow I got to reach out to parents, make them, make sure they've signed all different kind of precautions and everything for the trampoline party. Oh my God. So, See you guys tomorrow. Same place, same time. Lilith and Juanson will be chit-chatting tomorrow. We'll find out the right spells, what's good for us. We'll prepare for on Monday, new moon. It was a perfect idea, Lilith. And Sean, I will not forget about you onto the full moon, sweetie. Sending somebody so much love. Carrie, take care of your beautiful self, sweetie. And so much love sent out to all of you. It was such fun tonight. See you tomorrow. Love you guys.